Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Twisted Throne. I'm accompanied by two players at the moment, later even three. The first one on the starter screen from left to right, the first pink-haired motherfucker.
Help, I pissed off a stand user, now I can only see 3 seconds after what happened. Help!
Something like that.
Lotus, by the way, this is Lotus, or Chronosidra, played by yours truly, Error 418. I am experiencing lag. I hate this.
Yeah, wait on a second, I need to update the starter stream because apparently these two have, at least one of them has shined enough to deserve to be here. So I'm adding both of them to the starter screen now.
Yahoo!
Who you adding to the starter screen? Hold up.
The fucking lesbians.
Oh, the people I flirted with. Let's go.
Yeah, let's fucking go. Bro, here getting all the pussy.
And then we got Ken over here. It's like, guys, stop getting so much pussy.
Please, Lotus, stop getting so much pussy. It makes you feel inadequate.
He's like, Lotus, please stop getting Lotus, please stop getting other people's pussy when I am right here, Lotus.
Lotus, I could
Lotus,
be pussy.
please.
There we go. Both of them are there. Yay!
Yeah.
Lotus, I can perform goods and/or services.
All right.
Please.
And we are gonna cut back.
So, I don't get an introduction? Huh?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about your existence. Who are you?
Damn it, Hade, come on.
Hello, I am Kinesco. I am played by Team WSMF. I am bitches.
You are bitches. And let me do a little
Yes, he's a
recap
bitch.
of some stuff that happened. Basically, Chameleon left a few hours ago. A bunch of people start showing up to like prepare and help with the barbecue. Alexander Anderson is an excellent fucking cook, and everybody loves him. You were actually hanging out with the you were hanging out with everybody normally. When you saw Crystal, the white chick with like homophobia in her eyes, she actually asked Lotus to like go grab some of the meats and stuff to help everybody get ready to like actually start the barbecue. And then he took a little too long to show up, and she went to check on him, and now both of them have been gone. And both of them have been gone, and after a little while you just heard a knock on the little door all the way to like down to the apartments, and a few more people showed up. Scroll down, I would recommend.
Alright. Ken walks over to the door. Is there a peephole of any kind, or is this like a fence gate?
This is a gate. You can't quite see through, but you hear a conversation, and you recognize those voices as like the Backstreet Boys.
Okay, it's the pussy. Ken goes over and opens up the door.
Is the pussy?
Pussy.
Yeah, you open,
Hello?
Yeah, the pussy.
yeah,
You're not here.
I'm sorry.
You open up the door and you see Scanner's like, oh, and there you got some stuff here, some bread, some cheese.
Okay. Well, feel free to come on in.
Yeah, today has been a day for me. Jesus Christ.
Alright, well, feel free to take the edge off. We have Mr. Anderson cooking some very good smelling meats. We already have another charcuterie board set up, but feel free to take out that. And we also have panini sandwiches,
Ooh.
like the little ones.
You see as Anne's dead fish eyes suddenly get in life for 0.2 seconds before they go back to being dead.
Ham and Swiss specifically, but I'm making up some turkey and gouda right now.
Oh, that sounds excellent, says Jacob, which is the big guy.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll make extra for you.
Mm-hmm. Ah, shit. Oh god, my head's gonna explode.
Ken is going to like walk over past the Frost brothers or whatever.
Yeah, the Frost family,
And
the Frost siblings.
where do we have drinks set up?
It's kind of spread out a little bit. There are like a couple of coolers with like beers.
All right. Well then,
You see as Kevin
can
nonchalantly reaches over and just grabs a beer bottle over here. Why is this table above you?
uh, uh, I was just going to grab you something, Kevin. We have the beers out, obviously, and soda and water and such. But if you need something a little harder, he pulls out like one of those smaller like bottles of whiskey.
You know what?
Eh.
You know what? You know what, white boy? You kind of fuck. He grabs the bottle of whiskey and like a glass that is on the table that totally there is an asset for it, and he
Yeah.
pours
No.
himself one.
I think that like Ken reached under it to like a secret mini cooler that he
Yeah,
has for the real hard stuff. He brought over from his apartment.
yeah. He grabs the glass and like fills it up for himself, and he kind of downs half of it down the hatch, like.
Ooh, that bad, huh?
He kind of leans against this little parapets over here. He's like,
Yeah.
been learning empathy today.
No. Is that hard for you? Or?
He looks at you, right? You know stands.
I do.
He looks at these.
Inquisitive eyebrow.
He kind of looks at these people over here. Are they like trustworthy, or am I not supposed to? Because I don't.
Maybe we sidle up into
Is
Miss
there?
D's room.
Yeah, well, let's go there.
And he walks by Alexander.
Hey there.
Hey,
Ooh.
how's the cooking going?
Oh wait, just prepping stuff off, getting the code going. We're gonna wait for everybody to pop up to really start the party. I'm
Fair enough.
still
Well,
kind of learning how to use this thing. If I'm being real.
well, no worries. It's first time for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Ken opens up the door for Kevin into Miss D's room.
Yeah, Miss
Is she
D,
like just past?
she's
Yeah.
passed out. She has been struggling, to say the least, with not smoking anything at all in the past day.
Yeah, no.
It's been really rough for her.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Ken's gonna check on the panini press and just like, okay, those toast some time.
there's a few like bread slice. There's bread on the table ready to be prepared. Kevin kind of
He's
just
got like a couple big sandwiches cooking up right now.
yeah. Kevin.
Okay, what's up?
Kevin walks over to Miss D and kind of just watches her a little bit like, fuck, dumbass. He sits down.
She's had it rough for a bit.
Yeah. He sits down a bit, takes another sip of his drink. Basically, stands, right? There is this motherfucker named Robert. He probably didn't really create the thing, but he's at the recent time the only one who really managed to catalog everything that empathy does, which is just stands a part of the soul, or at least we're guessing that they're at least mind related. And if you fuck around with your mind, you fuck around with your stand. Empathy fucks around with all of that. I've been training today because, well, I got a stand recently, so I've been wanting to be able to branch out on those abilities because my stand isn't exactly all that great. It's very, very weak. So all of that fun stuff.
That's very interesting.
So
it's
yeah.
It's like if you change your mindset, you can change your stand?
More or less. It's more like you get a feeling. You get to feel what other people feel. And you use that to your advantage to not only modify your stand, but also to be able to tell what is the vibes of people around you.
Nice.
I think Miss D and I talked a little bit, and I think that Chameleon Girl has a little bit of empathy trained in her. She said she saw Miss D as a hamster or some shit, right?
Yes, she said it was a capybara.
A capybara?
She was very scared of it. It was bad.
Ah, yes, the terrifying Miss D, the softest capybara around. He takes another sip.
Eh, I mean, going to be honest, I think she's fine, but Misty High is a menace. Don't tell her, but I'm a little afraid of what Misty Soper is like.
Well,
I mean,
hopefully
if not even she knows what that's like, it's
she's gonna remember soon, hopefully. And
yeah.
hopefully the longer she stays awake, the more she remembers things. Speaking of,
Okay.
where are the two of those? Where is everybody else? We're missing a couple
Uh,
people.
they went off to go get something. Just to check, what did they go off to get? Or
You
what were
remember
they told?
you were obviously paying attention to Lotus, so you heard that he
Yeah.
went to talk like grab some more of the meat stuff to be able to cook.
Okay. They said they were going to get some more meat, but they've been gone for quite a bit. Did they
Uh,
say like they were going out to the store or just like storage?
they kind of had to go to the front because there's an actual little fridges over there.
Okay,
You
yes, they
also
should not be taking that long.
okay.
Uh,
He downs the rest of it. Okay, he puts it
you
down.
know, the only time I've ever seen anyone finish a whole bottle of my whiskey like that,
Oh no, this is
it
just a
was me.
glass, dude.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, for a moment, he's looking at the bottle like, am I sure? Okay, good. Last time I saw someone drink half a bottle of this, well, I didn't recognize them in the morning, and that was me.
Oh boy. To be fair, yeah, both of
Eh,
us are kind of lightweights, huh? I am
yeah,
planning on getting some muscle though. That'd be nice.
eh,
Fucking noodle
fair
ass
enough.
arms that I got.
Yeah, fair enough. He kind of
You
like opens up the
walk.
door.
You open the door and walk down the corridor. And team, I'd like to change this song. As you walk down the corridor, you look down to the path to be able to go there, and you see someone unconscious. One of the
Oh,
Frost guys. This one specifically is Jacques. I think that's the pronunciation. I never remember.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's a
it's
French
Jacques.
sounding one.
Yeah. So, okay, just to check, is this the guy who I used SLYMI
No,
on
that would be
before?
Jax with J-A-X. That's
Okay,
odd.
the scrappy one. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken's gonna. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. He
Oh
like
boy.
sticks out an arm and kind of
Wait,
treads lightly down the hallway.
wait. He grabs your shoulder.
Yeah, what? What?
You see him breathe out. He closes his eyes a bit and he pulls out a book. There is a skull on the front of it, and like there's an actual human spine on the spine of the book. Like drawing, not a literal spine. As he
Yeah.
grabs it and he closes his eyes, is like, okay, there's a few people around, but they're in their apartments. I don't think that's anyone suspicious. Let's go. Let's get closer.
The only person I could really think of is the janitor, but
Yeah, he's
he
at the
isn't a
party.
stand user.
Yeah, he's at the party. He was like behind Alexander. We were talking to him a little bit
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah. Okay, good to know.
You see Kevin walks up and he sees like, yeah, no, the guy's still breathing. Hey,
Okay, good.
hey, he kind of slaps the guy. Hey, yep, he's out cold.
Is he? Are there any wounds or anything? Any?
You see that there's like his face looks like he got punched
Someone punched him in the face.
a
Okay.
few times. I think the guy's not exactly twink like us.
Yeah. No. Okay. I don't think anyone got into the alcohol this early, so this is not normal.
Mm-mm. Okay,
All
there's
right.
no one here. Let's just open this door.
Wait, hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
I need to check in on something real quick.
What?
He kind of goes over to this door, creaks it open a bit.
It's locked.
Oh, okay, he knocks on it, real quiet, like.
Opens the door. Yes. How may I help you?
Mooney, did you punch this guy out?
Oh my. No, I didn't. I was quietly reading my annotations on my book. I
Okay, I
did
don't
hear some
suppose you
strange
heard
noises,
anything.
but I was just assuming there was people carrying
Okay,
meat.
how long ago was that?
About 20 minutes ago, I believe.
Okay, okay. Could we leave
Should
him in?
Should I have intervened?
No, no, it's fine. Can you just keep Jacques in your room and make sure if you could tell the other Frost brothers, that would be good.
Sure. And you
Okay,
see as
thank you.
Mooney grabs this guy and just grabs him by the scruff of not the neck but the clothes and lifts him with one hand. Like Moody's is skinny and it just lifts the entire guy. And he keeps like,
Yep.
what the fuck? Damn.
I don't think build is indicative of strength, as evidenced by Monsieur Mooney over there.
It probably
Don't talk shit
should
about
be, if
twinks.
I'm being honest.
You may be surprised. He says probably shorter than Kevin. Okay, now let's go.
Now, there are a few things on the map that you see that are not immediately there. First of all, you see a shopping cart for some fucking reason. And, you see a trail of, like, dry blood coming from over here out over to the shopping cart and then to the door. It's not a lot, it's like some very few drops. You see Kevin kind of squinting like, why is there a fucking shopping cart?
I have no idea, but it looks like maybe Jacques got. I'm tracing it back. Maybe Jacques brought the shopping cart up, then went up to the desk, and then climbed up the staircase.
You see as Kevin
Hello,
looks
from the door.
underneath like the desk of one of the girls and is like, motherfucker, someone stole all the meat for the barbecue! Did this man just got
Ken
robbed?
still the shadows over Ken's eyes. We need to find who did this.
Immediately, yeah, this sucks.
And also, if they got Lotus and Crystal,
I mean, considering he's not here, I'm guessing he went after them.
all right. Well, the shopping cart's empty, so they didn't use that to take the meat out.
Shit, wrong button.
Uh, I think that I would like to roll for Ken to observe the shopping cart. Because it is very conspicuous.
Yeah, you, I'm not gonna roll anything. You just notice there's some blood on the shopping cart. As if some of the meat was put there, but you can't guess why it was abandoned.
So wait, hold on. Just checking. Does the blood look like fresh human blood, or is it like...
It's kind of like, it melted, so at this point, it's kind of just dry.
Okay.
As Kevin's like, he puts, again, he's holding the book in his hand, he puts a hand on the shopping cart, is like, is this in the stand? It's just a regular shopping cart.
Okay, good. I think that with Ken's trait, Broken Dreams in a 4x6 frame, could I look and analyze the brand of the shopping cart to see where it would have come from and if there's any place near here like that?
Sure, but first, can you play this music?
I got you.
As you go to like, yes, let me investigate the shopping cart, and then you just see these like 3 people walk up with like all of them has like freshly bought different meat like filet mignon, sausages, barbecue. It's just like,
and specifically, you see these 3 riding on a moped.
Oh, like Ken kicks the shopping cart to the side, opens up the door. Okay, Kevin, I think we're good. He pushes it open. Lotus, you had me worried sick.
You see it as this
Yeah,
blonde
honestly,
guy go,
that's entirely fair.
as you see this blonde guy go, did you just kick my shopping cart?
Who are you?
Well, I mean, you did kind of well, I can't see you left it here. I kind of made you leave it here. Long story, very, very long story short, before you get your short fuse lit, this was the person who tried to steal our meat. Context. He was he is from, at least the person I probably should know, maybe know. Used to be homeless buddies with him. He got very jealous when he saw me. He tried to steal the meat because, homeless, hungry. He saw me, kind of went off the handles just a teensy bit. Just ever so slightly huge amount. Kind of like a very huge reaction to seeing me.
Is
Because
that
I got a
why?
house and...
I hit him on
Is
the
that why
Jealousy and
Jock?
whatnot.
You see as
Is that why Jocks got punched out?
you see as Crystal walks over. I hit him on the head with a baseball bat.
Why?
And she was like,
Yeah, you sure did. And
Uh,
yeah, he kind of is the reason why Jacques is knocked out. Jacques tried to intervene, and he kind of
Um,
punched him.
okay.
This is Desco. His name's Desco.
Just go.
yeah, hi.
My guest to the barbecue because he kind of needs a little bit of socialization.
That's go Brindo.
Oh, I see. Sorry, Brindo or Brando?
Brindo.
Okay,
So,
okay,
That's my nickname.
okay. Well, meat theft and police assault aside, I think it'll be fine to have you at the barbecue, Mr. Desco.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, right. Oh, excuse me, Ken. Man, moving out the way. I need to put the moped away.
Yes. Also, when did you get a moped?
Yeah.
you see Kevin like,
You'll give me 3 seconds. You'll find out.
you know what?
You see Lotus
you guys tell me
go
that
out,
story over there.
touch the moped.
You touch the
go on.
moped? No, you go first.
Yeah, I touched the moped, and I just push it in the ground.
You see Kevin like, Jesus, that's a stand and a half.
You'd be
Not a
surprised.
stand, actually.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I can just do that.
That's
This coming from Mr. Empathy, huh? He shoulders Kevin.
Hey, empathy is part of having a stand. If you don't have one, you can't use it.
Yes, but fair enough. Alright, well, we've been worried sick about you. Almost thought we would have an enemy standing counter.
You see Kevin like, well, little prissy boy over here being worried sick about you. Everybody else is kind of like mild. You're all a bunch of fighters as far as I'm aware. You'd be fine.
So you say, but you're the one who called me what was it, a twink?
I mean, yeah. Look at those noodle arms.
You can, if Kevin were looking very closely, you could almost see a crackle of red energy running along.
He hears
Yep.
that and immediately start like booking it.
It was like for a split second.
And
like
he noticed. He immediately started fucking speed walking away.
Anyways, let me help you with that. That looks heavy.
Ken, what was that? Why do you run?
I mean, he like shows him the hands with red energy. Did you not see this before?
No, I mean, I think like once back on the airship, maybe a few times during training sessions with the rich guy.
Yeah.
But memory's not the greatest. I just didn't see the little spark that happened just then.
Oh yes, this is the Haman Motel.
So,
oh right, I think that like those guys at the South use.
Yes, it's something I picked up from them. Not a part of them though. He holds up a finger. I have to clarify that.
I mean, you're
Everybody seems
all pink. It kind of.
It's just my fashion.
Damn it, are you really
I've had to clarify this. Anyways, let me help you with that, Lotus. He like goes and picks up some like the heavier meat.
That's
cool. Actually, wait a minute.
Kind of just keeps staring, like I want to help, but I don't want to look like I'm gonna steal shit again. So he kind of just stays quiet.
Desco, could you get the shopping cart out to the Or actually, wait, no, it's not that much of a load, is it? Here you go. Ken hands him like one singular shopping bag.
There we go. Hello.
He grabs the shopping bag like with one hand and kind of keeps holding like an arm's length of himself, like he's trying to prove that he's not gonna steal it.
Look, you came back as far as I'm concerned. If you're a friend of Lotus, you're a friend of ours.
Okay.
Now we should probably start getting this back to the barbecue. Alexander was just heating up the grill. He might not know exactly how to use it, so he may need some help.
Ooh, barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any?
Just a granny there. Yeah, it's a barbecue. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. We have everybody from the apartments out here. As you can see, Kevin and the Backstreet Boys just got here. So
Well, I kind of figured because Kevin doesn't go anywhere without the Backstreet Boys. Not in the
yeah,
slightest.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
he's got
that
his
guy. Yeah, that guy. You see, that's
he's
the
got
thing
his
about him.
persistent pussy with him.
I think I've
Sorry,
seen him.
Jessica.
Oh, sorry. I think I've seen that guy a few times. Also at the Senate Hall in the South.
Okay.
I've seen it at
So-
that safe haven place. I think it's called Eternal Nest or something.
Okay. I wouldn't really know. I don't get around that much, but
Oh,
Yeah.
it's basically before the burst, it was is like this little spot where no gang activity is allowed to happen. So like kids and like old people can just hang out and be completely safe.
Uh, that sounds nice.
I've been there
We
a couple
definitely
times
need it.
actually, whenever it was really fucked.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, luckily we got Jock taken care of, so I believe Mooney helped bring him back to his brother, so
Yeah, and because of my stand, they shouldn't know my face. Let's try to not mention that I was the guy that punched him in the face. I think that'd be nice. I don't want to be arrested.
Yeah.
Look, you're fine. What's the terminology, Lotus? About the preaches and the English is failing me right now.
You're asking the guy with memory issues to remember a specific phrase.
The one about stitches and breeches and
Oh, yeah, snitches get stitches.
that's the one. Okay, that's the one. Okay, Misty's sleeping in here, so just try to not to make too much noise. She's having a bit of a rough time right now.
Okay.
Ken
Yeah,
pushes.
I have to sleep in the same room as her, so yeah.
You see that because Ken's hands are full of grocery bags. You see, he does something a little weird. He just without hesitation dips his whole leg up, and with the tip of his shoe pulls open the door handle, and then like pushes it open with an unusual amount of dexterity.
You know, you could just like ask one of us to open the door.
Oh right, sorry, Desco. Yeah. You know what? Can you get the next one?
Yeah.
Ken like steps aside.
Yeah, he moves over. Kind of keeps looking around like he's going through another dimension right now, seeing the interior of a place.
Yeah, this is Dusko, this is my place. Specifically my room. I share it with that lovely lady right there. Not related.
Yeah. You see he opened this door.
Oh, right, yeah, introductions. Desco.
Yeah.
This is Ken. This is Desco.
Hello.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't provide my name. Ken Ashkop. Pleasure to meet you.
I
You
would
can
shake
see he
your hand.
almost kind of.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. You know, pretend like there isn't a fence over here and people could just walk over so it can have more space.
Yeah.
This map
it's
is
all
really
good.
tight.
It's all good.
Wasn't meant for a barbecue.
Was not meant for a barbecue at all.
Alexander, we have someone
Which
new.
is a
but,
shame. Every map should be used for a barbecue.
You see Alexander's like, oh, great, meat. I already got some from
Yes.
Crystal brought. There's a cooler.
Yeah, we got some more meat. We got some good meat too.
Yeah, there are plenty of empty coolers underneath the table, so just put all of that stuff there. We're gonna pull it out as it comes up.
Yeah. Just not the empty cooler, or not the cooler over there. That's our personal.
Mm-hmm.
That's a secret.
Ooh, Ashley.
Oh,
I need to do something quick.
Oh, right. It's the one that Kevin took all of those whiskeys for his friends.
I see. Ken like puts the meat in the cooler kind of haphazardly. Checks on the panini press. Okay, these ones are done. Lotus, can you take out those paninis for a second? I need to go take care of something real quick. There.
Yeah, he
All right,
does that.
Yeah, I'll be back. Ken like half jog, half walks over to Kevin.
Yeah, you see as the Backstreet Boys like move the table to the center so they can have a bit more space. And now there's one bottle of whiskey as they're like sharing it and like talking over it against each other. He was like, "Hey, what's up? So the guys joining us for real, for real."
Ken like kind of scooches behind Ashley. Yeah.
She doesn't move at all for you. You have to do this very uncomfortably.
He's a twink. He can get by.
Yeah.
Okay. Ken like goes over behind Kevin, who's probably looking at him at this point. Goes up. Oh, howdy. He goes into his ear and like you can see like with the back of his fingers, he's stroking across his cheek, with a slight red crackling at the fingertips just by his ear. I will never forgive you for this. Sorry, folks.
Roll an intimidation check for me.
I guess it's
When
gonna
did I
be
get back?
great.
You
Gunner?
can. Sorry, I want.
Kevin's.
He's threatening Kevin.
Nah, he's just like it's not so much like a threat, just as a I'll never forgive you for this. Kevin took the rest of the whiskey that Ken was saving for himself and gave it to all the
Oh, the
Backstreet Boys.
audacity.
No.
Okay, so it's not
Okay,
something crazy. It's
he-
a normal reaction
no.
for once. Okay.
Not all of
He's
it.
like-
He took like 2 bottles. I don't know how many you got.
That's like probably about all that Ken would have.
That's hilarious.
It's a really high quality whiskey.
Yeah,
he
Kevin
saves for-
definitely stole all of that shit so he could share.
Yeah.
Probably he probably gave one of the bottles to the cops. He also could get chummy with them as well. Sly bastard.
Out of the one bottle I gave him, there's another one on the table and another one with the cops. Ken looks over and sees it. He's like stroking the backs of his fingertips across Kevin's face. Kevin can feel the slight onset of sunburn. He's like, I'll never forgive you for this.
Yeah, so roll a Hamon Mortal.
I want to strike the fear of God into this twink for stealing my liquor.
Clash.
Oh.
Oh,
Escalation.
let's go.
Kevin will either shit himself or he'll completely ignore you.
That's another
I feel
7.
like Lotus. I feel like Lotus beyond the little divide right here. I feel like Lotus is like something's happening beyond the divide. What is Ken up to? What's going on?
Kevin's spending
You see he's...
I'm telling you, Kevin's spending a second resolve for this.
Bruh.
Clash again.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Are you, Kevin? Please survive
Manga
this.
panel
I
cuts
need
back. Manga panel cuts back to Lotus. Something's happening. I should intervene, but I feel like it's too late.
The tension is rising. This is the Bucciarati
Okay,
licking
he
moment.
spent all of his resolve to win this, and
I
he
got no
loses
weapon.
by 1.
Oh my god!
Let's go, triple result.
Oh my fucking. Okay.
I feel like hold up. Narratively funny thing. I feel like after the second clash, Lotus runs over, and it's gonna take me a second because things are a little laggy for me.
Don't worry, you're right here.
If I can,
You're at the scene. You can see everybody.
no, I'm trying to summon the good. I'm trying to summon the good life.
Yeah.
There we are. He runs around the corner, summons the good life. What's going on over here? Something feels wrong.
And when you turn around and what you see is just Ken Ashcorp smiling like an angel, and Kevin with 1,000-yard stare, staring at his glass at his hand, and he kind of just pushes his glass forward and then kind of just stays quiet.
I told you that was a little bit too strong, but you didn't listen.
Yeah.
Ken's gonna take the bottle off of the table. You just don't listen to the... Look, if anyone knows alcohol, it's me.
Yeah, you.
Don't try anything too strong again.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken, like, smiles and tuts, and... sorry about that, Lotus. I had to make sure Kevin didn't drink something a little bit too strong for him. Also, if...
I'm sorry.
Lotus...
From my perspective, I just felt an immense pressure from beyond this little divide here, like someone was being murdered.
You see
What?
as...
Did you murder his ego?
You see as
No.
this guy,
What?
this blonde person, is like... You see they turn around. All the Backstreet Boys, by the way, are affected by this. As Lenny over here kind of just turns like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're just trying to not get drunk over here. Immediately.
Yeah. This is the strong stuff, and I didn't want them to get sloshed immediately. But it's fine. It's fine, Lotus.
Loda, do you want to try?
I'm gonna roll a bullshit check on that.
Okay, so here's what's this gonna work.
Lotus does not believe you at all.
Roll opposed brains checks. You see this, and you know what? Ken lies pretty convincingly. You could never tell through him, but just by looking to the side and seeing the face of specifically, Jacob, who doesn't know how to hide his feelings at all, who's very shook, and Kevin, who is, instead of being a smarmy bastard gossiping, is just kind of like staring forward silently. Something happened over here.
I will say, there is also a pretty obvious mark of kind of what happened that you could see. Down along Kevin's face, what looks like a streak of sunburn. Like one big streak somewhere like along the side of his cheeks. Like right from his ear down to his chin. There's like a streak of sunburn. It's a little weird.
I feel like Lotus is just going to notice all this, like realize it in a second, and then turn back to Ken. It's like, Ken, barbecues aren't supposed to be times for threatening people.
What? You see as Jackson behind you, like, wait, what?
Look, Lotus, I didn't threaten anyone. I was telling him that this is strong stuff. It's not a threat. It's just not a threat. It's just information. Sorry, officer. It's fine.
Ken sees Lotus's face go a little sour. He knows.
Ken does not notice. Ken just kind of keeps on walking. Anyways, I'm gonna go put this back in my cooler. Howdy. How's the barbecue?
Oh, going great. I'm ready to make some fucking garlic bread on this bitch.
Oh.
Let's fucking go. Hey, Alexander, let's get this barbecue started for real. And he's like, Madre mia, hallelujah.
Oh, right, I need to do something quickly. Lotus is gonna walk up to the Frost siblings.
Yeah, you see as Jacques.
Yeah, specifically, I forget his name. The guy that was knocked out.
It's French Jacques.
Jacques?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jacques, how we doing? How we feeling?
You see he has like a fucking beer on his cheek, as like, I'm doing better. Did you get the motherfucker?
Yeah. Yeah, got the motherfucker, got the meat back. Try to steal the meat for the barbecue.
Speaking of which, where's the cough? Cause it looked.
That's exactly what I was literally walking up to you to do, so you could see as Lotus puts back on the glove that he put in his pocket and recuts himself and hands the key back.
He grabs the key. Is like, oh, thank you. It looks better on the paperwork. The sooner we do it, dude.
Yeah, I'm aware. I mean, I can't really do shit without my magic.
Yeah, no.
I hope me trying to beat the fuck out of a stand user is a good, acceptable use on it for paper.
Oh no, absolutely. This is exception.
Cool, awesome. Last thing I want is the mayor to get on my ass.
Yeah,
or your ass is.
Yeah, no, don't need to worry. The stand user did assault an officer. Did you manage to arrest the guy?
No. Unfortunately not. Kinda got away.
Roll to lie.
Never mind.
Edderay's like, that sucks. Whatever.
And I'm dumb.
We got some meat back, and as long as you got whooped, that's fine. Now the names of Jax,
gotcha.
the youngest sibling, was like, if I was there, I could have arrested him.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. He kind of preyed upon my kleptomania. His standability is kind of crazy.
Oh, actually, no, that's a great idea. If we write down the standability, we can look out for that. What did he do?
Honestly, all I know is that I blinked and he punched me in my face several times.
That's good enough, I guess. And you see Jacques over there. Yep, that makes sense with what I experienced. Look, we're about that shit later. Let's eat some fucking barbecue, dude. You see Jackson kind of just nods like,
Alright, well, Jacques, I can go get you a full-on ice pack for that if you want.
No, it's fine. The beer will do. I can sip from it and get my face cold.
Fair enough. Double duty.
You see,
He walks by.
you see as Miss Carrie over here and Alexander Anderson are kind of making both a few garlic breads and some sausages to get it started.
Alright, now.
Ooh, what we doing over here, Grill Master? As Lotus walks up and sort of like side hugs both Crystal and Ken, like leans on both of them.
Oh, okay.
And you see as Alexander's like, amico mio, we're just working on some sausage to get this thing going and garlic bread because of course the owners of the places have a say on it. You see as
Okay.
You can't fucking not have garlic bread. That shit's delicious.
You see Chris is like, you're damn right. You see
Now, hold
Scary's
on.
kind of just like zooming in place, waiting for the garlic bread to be done. You can tell she fucking loves that shit.
As much as I want to
Rather be
give...
dead. Go on.
No. As much as I'd love to unanimously agree with our hosts, I do have to have the first taste, yeah? I mean, after all, garlic and butter and bread. He kind of like motions to himself. Kind of my home territory, yeah?
Right, French. She kind of like a light bulb lights on Carrie's head, like
Yes, French. So if you know, I might want to have the first taste to make sure it's authentic.
Actually, hey,
You see
team,
Alexander
question.
steps forward.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, mi amico, but everybody knows that Italian food is the best. Let the chef cook.
Actually, hey, team, I have a question. What type of food has Ken been cooking for himself in the spare time that we've been living at this apartment? Lotus is trying to judge how much of a say he truly has on food. How good of a cook is Ken?
Okay. For like right after you guys go grocery shopping, it's gourmet. It's like, you know, a nice cooked up
Okay,
like
all right.
a rack of ribs or some steak. But as it goes on throughout the week, you will notice that he can very reliably fall back on what you can best describe as a college student cuisine. Grilled cheeses, simple noodle dishes, stuff that can be left in the fridge for a couple of days.
Ken does have a say on food. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to describe
Lotus was about to give him shit, but no, he can't give no shit. He's a good cook.
Yeah.
This boy can cook.
Well, look, I don't want... Look, as much as I'd love to stand up and yell the praises of the French to the heights, I'm from Mid-Sea, so I can't exactly claim cultural superiority over Mr. Papal City himself, yeah?
That's fair.
Look, I cannot argue with a man from Rome, so I will have to see. Of course, I did bring out some French cuisine for this, but I've got that saved away for now. When we start putting everything together, I'll bring it out.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of Italian cuisine are you bringing here, huh?
Well, today not really anything, just, you know, the barbecue itself, but I did bring the charcoal to be able to help a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you might have to show me some other time.
But, now, I know it's a bit of a stereotype, but I know how to cook a damn good lasagna.
You know, I'd be willing to try that out sometime. But for now, is that garlic bread almost done?
You see as he flips it one more time, and then Carrie grabs a little plate. She takes the meat and just kind of cuts the bread into like little pieces, so like people can eat little parts. And then she offers it to you like "Bon appetit," as they say in probably France.
Yes, they do. It's French.
Woo!
He says matter-of-factly as he takes out
Actually,
a little like he takes a square.
I want to try something.
Yeah.
Can Lotus try to just not like sort of like pickpocket, like same moves as that, but like sleight of hand the piece of garlic bread out of Ken's hand.
Oh, you bitch. You know
You
what?
know
Yeah,
it.
you can do that absolutely.
Now you
I've
see
not.
as Jacob goes around everybody and goes over here.
Well,
So what would be that roll, Diamond?
A sleight of hand. It's you can choose between bronze or brains, whichever you think
I'm
Okay.
suits you.
Yeah,
the most.
brains, and because it's criminal activity time, it's +6 or +4 +6.
I mean, honestly, yeah, no, you don't have to roll against Ken for that. He has a flaw about this kind of thing, as he doesn't notice you take it, goes in to bite it. Oh, must have fallen off. He goes in for another bite.
Lotus is going to do something fun, and as he tries to pick up a new piece, Lotus is going to place the piece he stole into his mouth.
Oh. Okay, so like as he's going down to get another piece, you put one in.
Yes.
Oh. He looks a little shocked for a second, his eyes blink open. Okay. He's kind of muffled for a bit. Diamond, I have to
Yes?
ask, how is the garlic bread?
Let's roll for an Italian fucking man from Rome cooking. Okay, he rolled a 12, so that's really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not gonna roll against it for
So
10.
I just rolled to see how well it is, but you take a bite and it just melts in your mouth, dude. You didn't even know it could get this perfect.
As he finishes it off, he turns around to look at Lotus for a second. Like, little bit of a knowing glance.
You see as Carrie eats it, and she's like, almost passes out, and Crystal grabs her like, "Oh, you drama queen."
Oh, no, it's just that good. He looks at Alexander. Perfectly cooked crust, warm, soft inside, perfect ratio of butter to garlic. You good, sir.
Ooh,
He
I
like
gotta
points
have
at him.
myself a try.
Yeah. He takes a toothpick he had with the garlic bread piece already on it and hands it to Lotus. You
Ooh,
good,
don't
sir,
mind if I do.
Alexander Anderson?
Mhm.
You win.
I.
You win for now.
You know, when you cook a whole life, you get a few skills here and there. And besides, hanging out with Mooney does motivate me to get better at anything I can.
Is Mooney a good chef or?
Oh no, it's just you see me think for a moment. Mooney is you see me look for a word and it's like sheltered.
Oh, okay.
And I've been trying my hardest to help them make a bunch of friends. So I don't know, cooking kind of just helps social situations. Doesn't happen
But
often,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you know.
half the reason why I brought my friend over there, the one in the yellow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Lotus takes the bite of his garlic bread,
You
and
see,
for a second, camera pans in, zooms onto Lotus. Menacing music starts playing. It's like, this garlic bread, it's too good.
yes, he uses Jesus magic to make the garlic bread good. No. You see as Crystal.
This guy has a corpse part.
You see as this Crystal grabs like the plate, grabs some of the pieces of the sausage as well to just go ready. With Carrie substituting some more stuff to be cooked. Crystal goes around and sort of like putting stuff on the plates and just serving everybody to be able to eat some of the stuff.
Oh yeah. Slight note for Ken. When Lotus fed him, because you have a pretty good read on Lotus.
Yeah.
There maybe, most likely, wasn't any romantic intent. He did it because he thought it was funny.
Yeah, he knows.
Okay, let's.
So, yeah, well, Ken and Lotus are reveling in the garlic bread. Alexander, you did it. Hold on, let me check on the panini. He goes over and takes another panini sandwich out.
Ooh.
All right.
Salted art. Okay, now I gotta have a taste of that.
This is nothing special. This is just appetizer sandwiches.
Hey, I love an appetizer.
All right. Well, let me
Uh,
cut them up first. He gets out a chef's knife and cuts the paninis. Puts it on the toothpick. There you go. Ham and Swiss.
Nice. Hey, he said Friday. Hey, Lotus.
Yeah, hello.
You know
That's
what?
me.
You know
That's
what
my
I,
name,
you
I
know,
think.
You know what I just realized? You
What?
just realized that Alexander Anderson's glasses are fucking Gucci level expensive, dude.
You asshole.
You can tell those
You
are very high quality,
motherfucker.
directly from Italy, from an expensive ass store, and you're like, I wanna get my meats on that, my big meaty fingers on that.
Oh my God.
I feel like
Funny
Lotus's
little-
thought process starts slow, just like, man, those are some cool sunglasses. Looks back at the panini press. Looks back at the glasses. Man, those are some cool sunglasses. They sure are. They sure are. Looks back at the panini press. Sweat gathers on his face. Fuck, I want those sunglasses.
I need them. It's like
I need it.
It's like it zooms in for a second and uses the Gucci brand label on the side and cuts back to Lotus. I need it.
I don't need it. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it.
Oh, hey, can you guys watch over the group for a moment? I'm gonna try to get, Mooney out of the room. He looks at the
Okay.
sky. Yeah, it's late enough. I don't think it'll be too much a thing.
Okay.
It's called
All good.
It almost feels like Lotus is shaking in his boots. He does not give a verbal response. He just gives a thumbs up, hand
I'm-
shaking.
Diamond, do I have to roll to notice this? I do have a whole +4 trait for this.
Depends. Are you trying to hide it, Lois? From Ken?
He's trying to hide it in general. He's
Okay.
trying not to let it take up the party too much.
Roll to hide that, and the other one, roll to notice.
Yeah, no contest.
Yeah, you notice.
Ken, you know exactly even what he's after. You saw him look at the glasses.
As he's like done putting the toothpicks in the little panini press sandwiches, he walks over. Lotus, you doing okay, buddy?
Through gritted teeth. Yep. Having the time of my life. Nothing's going wrong in my brain.
Lotus.
Nope. Not one bit.
Ken puts a hand on your cheek, steering you to look at him. Remember what we talked about before?
No, I sure don't.
Just tell me what's going on. Be honest. There's no judgment here.
I want the guy's sunglasses. I'm trying my best. I'm actually trying, but Jesus Christ, it's fucking hard.
I know. He takes his hand off your
trying.
cheek and pats your shoulder. It's okay. It's okay. Do you want me to hold you back, or do you? I
No,
really
I
don't.
can deal. I can deal for a bit.
Are you okay? Look, just
I'm sure. No, trust me. I'm sure. No, just give me a second. I think I have a plan. We're just gonna go inside his apartment. Go to where the 5-pound bag of potatoes we got the other day. Picks them up. Comes outside, and he's going to just start making panini press fries.
okay. Do you want to get any seasoning with that?
Yeah, that'd be yeah. If you could get some seasoning.
All right. I'm also gonna go check up on the group in the back. I'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
And Ken's gonna wander up to this group and check in. Hey everybody, how's it going? Just checking in to make sure everyone's all right.
Oh yeah, I've been talking with this Desco guy. He's so cool. He's like, well, yeah, I have been surviving this by myself for a few years.
Oh,
He seems
wow.
like all good. You're like, yeah, I know a few things about how to live without a house, you know?
Well,
You'd be
it
surprised
seems as
how.
though we have
You'd be
a
yeah,
unhoused
no.
hello.
You see as Carrie goes. Sorry. You see as Carrie goes. You'd be surprised how intense fighting rats gets. Apparently. Oh yeah, no, those things are deadly.
You know, if I had the nickel for every time every time I've heard of someone fighting rats in the past month, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's definitely bizarre it's happened twice.
Yeah, well, it's not that uncommon, really. It happened to me at
Yeah,
least
yeah.
7 times a week. Usually in the
Oh
same
my
day.
god. Ken looks at him like with just a look of unrestrained pity. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. At this point, I have a bunch of strategists join it sooner. Rats are predictable by nature. He says that with a seriousness in his soul.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Just want to check everything. He kind of looks over to Carrie and Crystal. Everything good on your end?
Oh yeah, going wonderful.
Okay, good,
Me and
good,
her have just been, taking food around for everybody.
good, good. All right. Well, I'm gonna go step into my room for a bit. I'll be right.
Yeah. One
and
second. Actually, no, let's do your scene first. Go on.
just as Ken is walking away, he kind of looks at Jacob, and it's not like a serious straight stare. It's just like a, you know what's up, like a little nod towards him, not threatening but serious. You know, there's an implication in that stare
He stares
and
at you,
that
kind
little
of like,
nod.
kind of shrinks in himself a little bit as he kind of steps to the side.
You can see like Ken under his waist, like puts his hand up in like a stop, and then does a like carry on motion as he walks into his door backwards. He walks back into his room.
Fucking menace, dude.
I love that this like this fucking 5 foot nothing twink has intimidated Jacob.
Hey, Jacob is a big softy, alright? Put respect on his name.
I
didn't
mean,
even need-
within nature, things that are brightly colored tend to show signs of danger to other animals.
So true, bestie! Oh my god!
Ken is a poison dart frog. He will kill you.
Yeah, what does Ken do at his room?
Ken's just going in to grab some seasonings from shopping he did a while back. And he's also going to check his phone and see if there's any like interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, you check your phone, and, there are any characters? I mean, I guess there's the guy, but he wouldn't message you for nothing. I think.
Yeah, I'm not looking to call him. Ken's just in general looking at the news while he's grabbing some seasonings.
Yeah, you see that apparently. Oh right. Which day is today? Today's the 15th. Let me look at my funny document of things that happened. The news is mostly still talking about the effects of the burst, and you just figure out that apparently at the Moon Islands there has been an overgrowth of like plants, like everywhere, dude. Nobody knows what the fuck happened. There has been these weird effects that have been happening all over the island during the burst. And in this section that you're in right now has like, in the island you're in right now, which is Rich Mines, has been recovering the best despite being closer to the problem because it's the richest area. It has been spending the most money to be able to recover everything as fast as possible. And as you're, checking on that, meanwhile, Lotus, you okay there, buddy?
Through gritted teeth, I'm trying my best. Shit.
You see as
Like sort of like waves his hand.
yeah, you see as these two over here, but then Crystal, the one
They
that
walked over, yeah.
She checked over, is like, you there? Oh my god, you okay there?
I'm trying my best. My best isn't besting right now.
Okay, look, just sit down
He
for a
looks
moment.
kind of frustrated and his leg is shaking.
And she's like, hey, honey.
Hand shaking too.
And she's like, hey honey, could you go grab a medkit real quick? She's like, on it. and she walks through the room like like there isn't a person living here. It just goes down there as Crystal's like, okay, what's going on? Are you alright? I know that, well, you people are a little bit more eccentric than normal, but I kinda get that. The city's kinda crazy. Yeah. What's going on, man?
Lotus kind of like eccentric? That's a word.
If I'm being honest, I'm being polite. If you want me to be more honest, y'all are weird.
There we go, that's the word.
No, I prefer eccentric.
Oh, it's the nice man way of saying weird, but yeah, no, eccentric is definitely a word for it. No, just shows like slightly cut hand. Battling inner demons right now, slightly.
What kind of demons? Assume just the one that lets you go through walls?
Metaphorical demons this time.
Oh, now it's metaphorical. This is a lot.
Non-real, not non-magical demons in my head.
Yeah, no.
Mental illness.
They were fine a few seconds ago. What changed?
Sort of like
Look, I want
face
look,
squints, just like
stitches get stitches. Yeah, it's fine. But I don't want to push you to if you don't want to say it.
no, might as well. I made the curse of trying to be friendly, so this is a curse of being friendly. Kind of gotta be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there really is no nice way of saying it. I'm a kleptomaniac. I have a hard time not stealing things that aren't nailed down. I've been trying to do better about it, but I saw something that my brain just kind of got the tingle for, and I'm trying my best not to.
Can't you just ask it for a while and then give it back or something?
Not how that works. Trust me, it seems like a good idea in the first place, but I slightly possessive over items that I have, so if they give it to me, I don't want to give it back. It's a whole thing. And not like he would probably give it to me anyways. They're expensive ass sunglasses.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, those. Should go away after hour or so, maybe 2. If I don't see him again, maybe.
Okay, but can you do me a favor then, honey?
Yeah.
She like carefully goes and like takes the knife away from your hand. Just sit down for a moment and try to like play a phone game or something. Let's not give you.
But I was gonna press the potatoes.
Yeah, but let's not do that when you're accidentally hurting yourself. Okay.
Yeah, good point.
You see, as almost on comedic timing, she opens up the door. Medkit. Okay.
Lotus, it finally clicks in Lotus' head. Why'd you walk through my apartment?
It's faster.
Fair enough.
Now come sit down here. Let me do some quick hate on you.
Yes.
You come back to Carrie like carefully band-aiding his little finger. First she like so what's the name? Disinfecting it and then putting like a little bandage over his finger. It's like, okay, should be good as new.
Okay. Ken comes over with like a couple bottles of spices. Everything all right? What happened?
Just a little accident on the kitchen. I'm gonna keep. You know what? That's a really good idea. I'm gonna keep this finger round. She puts it like underneath the table.
Yeah, okay, probably a good idea.
And she starts watching over the barbecue.
All right. I'll just put these down here then. He puts down the spices.
Oh, hand me over.
Diamond.
I'm gonna put some stuff in.
Yeah, okay. He puts down like the whole spice rack he brought from his apartment.
Yeah?
Hey, Diamond, I'd like to spend a plot point.
Okay.
And as Ken turns around, like kind of looking over the grill for a second, just making sure everything's all right, handing over the spice rack. Lotus, you can see something on the back of Ken's head, kind of propped up behind his ears, over his big tuft
Oh.
of hair. It's what appears to be a big, well, not big necessarily, but a gold-rimmed pair of sunglasses with a Versace or equivalent logo on the side.
Versace.
Yeah, it's Versace.
I love this.
Yeah, you see that he is wearing like a large pair of gold Versace sunglasses. He turns around and looks back. Feeling any better, Lotus?
He just takes a second. The familiar squint of like thinking and analyzing his surroundings. No, not really.
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, well,
Not really. No.
I'm
Just
sorry,
wondering.
man. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go check on the panini. I'll be right back. He says he
Well,
walks
actually,
over.
hold up.
Yeah.
Before he walks away, Lotus sort of like stands up, places a hand on his shoulder. You do too much. I appreciate it, but that's not how things work.
Hey,
Not how the
how's the
points at his
barbecue
forehead.
going?
Oh no.
As Lotus
yeah.
explains, just like, yeah, that's not how the demons in my head work. He doesn't get through the word head as his vision snaps to the sunglasses.
And
And he takes a deep breath. It's like you feel the grip on your shoulder just clasp a little harder than it was 30 seconds ago.
Lotus, did we get you set up on that mobile game account? Come on, let me show you.
and,
He says he sits him down, and he sits down on the chair next to him and like turns his head, and he kind of mouths, "I'm sorry, worth a try," and apologetic smile as he sits down,
yeah,
and then genuinely pulls out his. Okay, so you're going to pull out your smartphone right now, and we're gonna get you set up.
yeah, and
Ken,
As-
I'm not playing a goddamn gotcha game.
as that happens,
It's not gotcha, it's just surprise mechanics.
as that
It's
happens,
called fucking gotcha.
Okay, so Chameleon, you
Hello.
have like walked out. You have been in a shit mood the past few days. You've heard some shit about them talking about having a barbecue or whatever. You've kind of just been walking around the city, maybe causing mischief, maybe not. Sucks. And now you're finally back after a long walk.
I mean, yeah, the last time I was here, due to totally not life-related reasons, she had just her parents' phone number, so it's probably been a situation of like overthinking if she should call them or not.
Yeah, you have been like, well, what I do, and then you're finally back here.
Yeah.
So maybe relax.
Yeah. Do I know where the fuck to enter the
Oh, by the
barbecue
way,
from?
when you walk over here, you have this strange vision of a shopping cart and some like dry blood that is making a pathway over here.
I'm definitely checking that out. What the fuck's wrong with that?
You go to walk over, you see that the dry blood, like very small marks of dry blood, come from like a tiny fridge from underneath the desk. Looks like
I'm
someone's...
checking that out.
Yeah, looks like someone... There used to be a... you guess there used to be a bunch of meat over here, and then someone took them out and just got the floor dirty. You still can guess why there's a shopping cart, though.
So, it looks like somebody was just really bad at handling meat.
Apparently.
With a bunch of blood on the floor.
Not too much, just a little, but enough for it to be like, that's not supposed to be there.
Does it look like they dragged the meat across the floor?
No. It's just like drops
are-
in there.
Not well, she does have a thing with blood, so she probably knows a bit of. How big would these chunks of meat would have been? Like, would this have been like a fucking giant fucking cow leg that fucking somebody put under their arm and they fucking walk with it around them and they drip the blood? Is it like a human fucking corpse? Is it just like
You can't really tell what
very
it is.
juicy hamburger patties?
You're
Like, what's
guessing? you can guess that it's probably like supermarket meat that was taken and poorly managed.
That's worrisome. Can I guess what kind of meat, or at least the size?
I'm not sure, it doesn't really matter.
You're playing you're telling this to the extremely paranoid person who has the paranoid flaw, my guy.
You think to yourself, okay, can I tell what kind of meat this is? No, fuck!
I'm mostly thinking about the size.
You're
In
thinking
my
about the
head.
size, and you're guessing that it's probably those meats that you buy at supermarkets, like the meat. I don't know how to describe size of meat from a supermarket.
Okay, is it like, you know, a small tray, like you grab, you know, a small tray of chicken to cook in your house, or is it like a giant big fucking meat? Let's say like small tray you grab with your hands, or big fucking meat. That's the size. Because I also thought those sizes.
It's well, it's not a full chicken or something that was there. You can guess that it was
Okay,
multiple
gotcha.
meats though, like enough to someone need like both arms to carry all of it. You know, like there's a
Yeah, so
there
it's
was
more like
they weren't necessarily big, but there's a lot of them were taken from there and poorly managed.
gotcha. So it's more like you know, those kind of like small size, like probably like 4 pounds, I think they are, like not a lot of kilos of chicken essentially, but there's like a bunch of those little bunch of packages.
Yeah,
around
not
being
just
carried
chicken,
around.
but like just multiple different meats.
Yeah, that's a reference I use because that's the
Yeah.
kind of the only meat I can eat. So
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah. No, I think I get it now, because in her head it's more like, oh, I see meat and blood being mishandled. Is this like human size or like a leg?
Of course,
Okay,
you gotta wait for
gotcha.
Chameleon for fucking meat investigation.
Look, man, I'm the paranoid character. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you showed me blood. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, what else does
Don't
Chameleon
worry,
do?
you aren't alone.
I'm also the blood character.
Yeah.
Is there anything else sus in this fucking
No, it's
office?
just that.
Okay, so whoever is handling the meat is an idiot. Okay. If anything, before I leave, when they were handling the meat, because when you handle like poultry or other kinds of meat, it's actually very sensitive how you handle it. And if they're dropping around blood, that shit could get you sick. Does this look like a health hazard?
I mean, if someone doesn't clean this blood of the floor, maybe, but besides that, not really.
Gotcha. I mean, more so because, you know, if they're fucking moving meat and it's dripping blood,
I mean, you do
I'm
know there's
guessing
a
it's not
janitor.
properly covered.
You are aware there's a janitor working at this Maybe you could call him to clean this up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I'll like, I don't know if there's like a ring bell or some shit to do that. I guess I'll
Not
call
really.
them.
You'd have to find the guy, or at least call the
Yeah, I
find
know
the
that shit.
or at least find the owners, which are the two girls.
Yeah, I'll probably just fucking tell the barbecue motherfuckers to do that. But I guess my question is more so because when you handle meat, you have to be like extremely clean about it. And if they're dropping blood when they're handling meat, somebody's probably gonna get sick from that barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's great. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do I know where to enter the barbecue from?
You can just go through your own room to be able to go outside, or you could have gone through the outside as well, but you're already here.
Who's this guy?
You can see the door is closed, but that's one of your
I gotcha.
neighbors.
Gotcha.
I don't think you've met them actually, specifically that guy.
Gotcha. I could see them, so I assumed the door was open.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So this is my apartment, right?
No, this is Lotus. You share the apartment with the twink.
I forgot their names. It's been a while.
Lotus is the thief. Ken Ashcorp is the pink man. Miss D is the no longer weed addicted woman.
Let's go.
She's going through a rehabilitation arc.
Alright. I do remember these doors were kind of glass, so I guess she'll like take a peek, because even though she's
Yeah.
kind of going through her redemption arc, she's
So-
kind of, you know, still has some paranoid in her, so she'll take like a quick try
So,
to take a quick look through the glass.
Question,
And
do
then
you
pop
recall
out.
this character in particular, this big guy?
I don't think I met him, because
Okay.
I did look at the peeker, but I don't recall them at all.
Okay, I don't recall if you
I've not been here for the last session, so if
Okay.
we met them last session, I wasn't there.
I don't think you've met Kevin then.
No, Cam has not met Kevin.
Okay, so
Damn.
when you peek, you see this. You can hear a bunch of commotion, like a bunch of people outside. And when you peek, you see one massive fucking dude and this random blonde guy that you've never seen before in your life.
Bruh. Do I see my buddies?
No,
Like-
there's kind of a wall, this gets covered a bit, but there's like a wall wood over here. You can't really tell.
Yeah, I
Who's
can
there?
see it. I can see it.
You can
I imagine
guess it's the
Chameleon would have been
barbecue.
informed of the barbecue.
Yeah,
And that there are probably other people.
Yeah, you're aware of it. You know that like
You should,
people,
like-
the people that live in the motel was called to be participated. So maybe these people live there.
She'll cautiously step outside, just waiting for the reaction.
You see, as these two are talking, as they kind of just turn to face you, and you see as the blonde guy go, "Oh, hey there," and Jacob was like, "Hello."
She narrows her eyes, trying to see if they have like any particular reaction to her besides, "Oh, new person."
You see, Jacob was like, "Cool scars." Thumbs up.
Chameleon just kind of like awkwardly does a thumbs up back.
Yeah, and then they just continue to talk about how apparently this guy has experience fighting sewer rats for survival and fighting against pigeons as well.
Chameleon does a very belated like thanks. Just not used to being a normal person or being fucking talking to normal people.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would hear her like say like a very awkward late thanks. She
Yeah.
just fucking like
No worries. Yeah, I think the barbecue started a few minutes ago. There should still be plenty of shit stuff to eat.
right. It yeah, you live here?
Oh no. I came here with Kevin. Kevin is friends of Miss D.
Ah,
Me and the Backstreet Boys.
who's Kevin?
Oh, he's over. I think he's playing cards down there, all the way down. He points all the way down.
Can you like ping? Who's Kevin?
You can't, even if he points, but you can't really tell which person is Kevin.
Well, okay, I
mean,
more so about
you
it,
can
but fair
guess.
enough.
You can guess it's this guy. Maybe it's this guy.
you
You know it's
Wow.
it's not none of the blue guys because they're the Jack Frost
Yeah,
family.
those are like the cops.
Yeah, maybe this guy, you can see him. Oh, funny enough, you can. You know what's funny? This guy's Kevin, and you can't see him because there are multiple walls in front of him. So you can't
Oh,
even see
so
him.
that guy's Kevin.
You-
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah,
guy.
but Chameleon can't see who he is. He's kind of hidden
You're
behind
like,
those
this is
walls.
so fucking awkward. Okay.
But you do
uh,
manage to recognize this is one of the ladies that actually own the place.
Yeah, she's like standing outside in the fucking grass.
Yeah, imagine this platform is extended because it's very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fence no longer exists.
Imagine-
It's too small for
worries,
barbecue.
Imagine use your
Yeah,
power-
I can.
use your
can-
imagination. All right.
Yeah.
We have
This is also one of the
imagination.
prison videos.
You
if I-
see, as this blonde, yeah, that's the other girl. You see this blonde guy, kind of like, oh right, you want some? We still have. He points at his plate. You see, there's some garlic bread and some sausage pieces over here. He offers you a toothpick for you to be able to like pick your food with. The blonde guy.
Chameleon like automatically just sniffs the air, like just to see if she catches any smell of poison or any acids or such. And I'm 100% sure there's no such thing, but I imagine for her it's just like automatic reaction.
It tastes like good food, especially
It
the
smells
garlic
like good
breads.
food.
Then it smells so fucking good, dude. Like the
She
garlic
will.
bread, you smell like it's heavenly.
I don't want to be an Italian stereotype, but she'd be Italian.
You know what's funny? You know what? No,
What?
we're gonna share that later. You're
Lamau.
you're Italian, right? Just so.
Yeah, it's just Chameleon is Italian. She's
okay.
mixed, but she was born in Italy
Okay.
and primarily Italian, culturally primarily Italian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you taste the sausage first or the garlic bread?
She's generally underfed, so actually no, she was fed because of the 6-month thing. So I'd say she'd take the touches first, very cautiously, because even though she is trying to kind of get used to people again, you know, all that habits die hard.
You see, as the blonde guy is like, it's like, yeah, no, I get it. They also have to sell food sometimes. Living on the streets kind of sucks.
Hmm. She
You,
just kind of like nods as she's fucking munching.
yeah, it's good food. There's no other way to put it. It's decently cooked. It's very good food.
She
It
nods
is
in approval
extraordinarily
as she
well cooked.
devours. Her caution quickly goes out the window as she just fucking devours this sausage.
Yeah, you start taking a little piece because it was cut up. Start just eating the sausage and do you eat the garlic
just-
bread?
Yeah.
The garlic
Eat
bread, by the way, we made a roll for it. He rolled a 12. This is
Yeah, I saw that.
this is excellently done garlic bread. Like, you have the ratatouille moment of like, oh god, my home. That moment.
It tastes like Mama and Papa used to make.
I
This
don't
shit
know.
is
She would have eaten
good.
a lot of garlic bread.
And you know
But
what?
she.
Chameleon,
Why?
you feel in your soul.
Oh my god.
You feel it. An Italian man actually cooked this garlic bread. There is an Italian somewhere in this place.
Nah.
There's an Italian in the building.
There's an
Italian
Italian among us.
radar.
Suss him out.
Italian dar. Instead of gaydar, it's just Italian radar. I mean, she's probably gonna eat this man's whole food if he doesn't stop her.
It's not his. It's forever. It's just like, okay. He kind of just like, very shyly, turns around. Hey, could we get some? He turns his head like, could we get some more stuff over here? Or place almost empty. And you see, it's like almost out the hatch.
Oh, boy! She raises her hand as she recognizes the boys.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, she's behind the wall, but she like throws her hand out to wave.
Yeah. Hey Alexander, can you? Yeah, yep. No worries, I'm on it. Yeah. What up?
She swallows. No, I'm just saying. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, like
Woo.
friendly.
Hi.
Hi. Playing Chameleon being normal is so fucking funny. I can't.
I mean, so can't eat chameleon either. So
You see, as the blonde guy's like, oh, alright.
Yeah.
I'm Desco. And you see, as the big guy go, I'm Jacob.
Wait, who's Tesco?
The blonde guy is Desco.
The blonde.
The big guy is Jacob.
Oh, I thought he was Kevin. Fucking stupid. Okay.
Wow, this
So
is
he's
great.
Jacob, another one's Tesco. I will forget.
it's like chameleon squints like that's not Kevin.
No, it's just me as a player being stupid. She would know better.
No worries. Do you want to move around to go see everybody else? Chameleon.
Chameleon.
Oh, that's a cool name.
I guess.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no problems.
Oh, it's not Tesco, it's Desco.
Yeah, it's Desco.
Okay.
Not like the British grocery store, not
It's
Tesco.
kinda-
Yeah, I was
God,
like,
imagine naming your
Tesco sounds
child
familiar.
Tesco.
It's
Yeah, I was
dis-
like, Tesco sounds familiar. Why is this guy called like a brand?
it's Disco written wrong.
This man's looking called Costco. So you said you don't live here?
Oh no, neither of us do. Apparently this guy is is like the king of like homeless people or something. Is like, he's the cockroach king. Yeah, and
Cockroach.
and I live all the way to the south. I don't send home, you know, the big island, the bigger one.
Ah.
Yeah.
And you are friends of Miss Day?
Yeah, she used to play MMORPGs with us. She was part of a regular party.
Right. She just invited you over.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So she just invited you over.
Oh, we used to hang out a lot. You know, before she disappeared for like a bunch of months. Kevin says I'm not supposed to ask too much about it, so you know, that's fine. We know she's fine now, so that's cool.
Yeah, I guess.
And you see his desk goes, picks up, and I used to know Lotus before he disappeared for quite a few years actually. Good to see him in one piece.
Yeah, disappearances seem to be a common thread.
I mean, from what I get, he looks at Jacob. Never mind. He told me about the situation a bit. I kind of get what's
Chameleon
happening.
smiling extremely awkwardly.
Yeah. Chameleon.
Yeah.
You managed to hear a few voices, as you recognize two gay dudes. Probably.
Well, one gay
Meanwhile-
for sure. The other one we do not know.
The other one is a mystery.
Meanwhile-
Wait, which
in
one
the
is it we
queer-
do not know?
Lotus.
Okay, fair enough. It gives me vibe.
Meanwhile, in the
be
queer
honest.
corner,
Can't. This is
I'll
just.
be honest, that man is not straight. He may not be gay, but
Which
he's not straight.
one? There's two
Lotus.
men.
Bad.
there.
Lotus. I don't know.
Anyway,
As
fair.
a pan person, I look at him and I'm like, you look as careless as me.
so look, then once you get to the tutorial, you have to just click here, and then it'll get you your first 10 roll.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Can't. This is a gotcha game. I told you.
Hearing the
Okay,
voices of
what's
two
the
people
problem?
she knows, Chameleon, like an introvert in an actual in an event, which we are in an event, will okay, gotta go back there. Thanks for the food and your names and talking to me and being yeah, bye. And she will scurry off
Bye bye.
to deal with people like introvert.
Look, Lotus, just because it's a gotcha doesn't mean it's bad. Oh, hey.
How are you doing?
I tend to disagree with that entirely. Hey, Cam. And then notices Chameleon and then goes back to arguing with Ken about gotcha games being horrible and addicting games.
What are you talking
Look, it's
about?
Oh,
Ken's trying to get me into a gotcha game.
Look, I thought this would be a good distraction. I
Isn't
stopped
that
playing years
gambling?
ago.
Like with anime?
Lotus
Eh,
points. See?
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's not every game.
I'm pretty sure that's every game.
Have you
All
played
I
every
know is
gotcha
that
game?
if a game, all I know is if a game has 30 different currencies for 30 different things, I'm not gonna play it.
You see as
All right,
I'm
fine.
gonna
We'll get you.
consider-
You see as this man over here walks over. Yeah, no, that sounds like a fucking scheme. Doesn't sound good at all.
Lotus's eyes glance and then looks back. His hand clenches harder than before.
Wait a
You
minute.
feel like he's digging his fingers into his palm.
Also, 1 second. Chameleon,
Hello.
you found out. This man, his accent, he's Italian!
Italian!
It's the Italian.
It's the Italian!
No.
Italian to Italian communication established.
They just start throwing lasagna at each other.
No.
So
I don't
stereotypical.
think Chameleon is much of a cook.
Does Chameleon have an accent?
She does. I'm just not very good at doing it. But
Neither
she
am I,
does
don't
have an
worry.
Italian accent.
As Alexander's like,
Yeah.
oh, mind if I ask, are you also from Italy?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh shit, the Italians found each other.
And you see as it just as it just says buongiorno, and then he continues to cook away at the barbecue. He seems to this guy seems to have taken away the responsibility of being the cook. He's like, I'm Alexander Anderson. A pleasure to meet you.
Chameleon. Pleasure to meet you.
Hope you're enjoying the food.
Pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I recognized it a bit.
Grazie.
Good cooking.
Oh yeah, he was the one who made the
Original
garlic
cooking,
bread.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, he
This
was
is
the
the
one who made
guy.
the garlic bread.
Yeah, garlic bread. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's fucking delicious.
Pretty fucking good,
Aye.
says Crystal over here.
Ah!
Did you just shout?
I don't think she noticed her. I mean, she would have, but it was like, oh shit, you're talking to me, bro.
Got disarmed by talking to Lotus and Ken, and it's like, yeah, I'm also here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Also, more sandwiches from the panini bread already. You see as
Okie
Crystal
dokie.
starts walking around and distributing some of the stuff to people.
Yeah, I mean, Committing kind of leans in with Lotus and Ken. Besides your gotcha things, I haven't been around a whole lot, but is there anything I've missed?
Kinda. At least I have a funny story. So, Crystal, she asked me to get the meats from the front. Someone. Yeah, there was a scuffle. Someone was trying to steal the meat.
Hi.
Yeah, Deska kind of stole the meat. But can't blame him. He's repenting for his sins, in a metaphorical sort of way.
I'm a
Kinda.
priest. I can make it literal if you want.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, fair enough.
That explains the blood.
Don't give someone absolution for their sins unless they ask for it. Don't push it on to others. Either way, he stole the meat, or at least was originally going to steal the meat. I saw him steal the meat, then he got angry at me because I knew him when I was homeless, and he kind of thought I betrayed the people I lived with back then by getting, all set up here. So,
Hey man, I get emotional with this stuff.
Hey man, that's entirely fine. That's within your right to be angry, to be upset. For all you know, I disappeared for 5 years, and then here I am with an apartment. So you have all the right to be upset.
Yeah.
A little irrational how fast you got upset, yes, but the rationale behind the being upset completely fair and reasonable.
I mean, at least on the way back, I managed to get my collar back. My necklace.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
You see it as he has like a particularly fancy necklace on his neck.
Honestly, I was worried on one of you says that she's gonna say idiots or some other insult, but she holds herself back. One of you folk had just been mishandling the meat and was probably gonna get everyone sick on this barbecue.
Oh, actually, it does remind me, because but we have to, our job, unfortunately. Remember the dossier that Preston gave us a little while ago? And he starts to say it in a hushed tone. You know how it's a party and event? Big old thing? So, my friend here, Desco.
Hi.
And the people I used to hang out with when I was unhoused, they actually got themselves situated with a tailor shop. And they're actually doing pretty well for themselves. So, could theoretically, most likely, it's the easiest option. Probably later the day or tomorrow, before the party, go there and get ourselves suited out. Make a day out of it.
Yeah, if you're going
Probably
to
wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, if
Mafia folk do tend to like it fancy.
You see, this is like, yeah, if you're going to a fancy party, usually you're gonna need fancy clothes, I guess.
Yeah, par for the course.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he's a informant, so he has more time to work with, probably better. So I guess I could be like, I'm going to the restroom, gang, go do that.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna break into the apartment to do it. Whee!
Alright.
Call the mafia.
Alright, so, do you call Richard? Okay. You call up Richard. What up?
You still owe me a favor.
Yeah, I do.
We're going to a party.
Ooh, fancy.
Connected to the Persian mafia, connected to the Boo Borden and his posse. Posse, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know anything about him? So I know who's hosting it. The
Uh,
gang hosting it. Just overview about him. We gotta blend in, go in, see if we can get the name of the name of the the gang. How they dress, how they talk, how they behave. You
oh,
know, to
yeah.
blend in.
I can get you some stuff on that. Do you know anyone connected to the party so I can narrow it down? There are a few parties going on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they would give us the address.
Sure, yeah. They would give you the say some random shit. It's the address.
Yeah. You don't gotta give it to me. I'll just give him the address.
It's like, oh, okay. Give me a second. Interesting. Okay. So the apparently it's the upper class. Um, from what we gather, I think Boo Burden is the guy behind it so far. So far, at least, we don't know for sure. But generally speaking, it's just a bunch of. If it's a party like this, there's not gonna be actually top level dogs, but maybe you bump into one or two fancy people, not only from their group but from all over the place. Believe it or not,
Mm.
people want to ally themselves with the rich guys.
Mm. Alright.
Honestly, it doesn't matter from. Honestly, you're not gonna need to change how you speak too much. As long as it's from somewhere around the island, you should be able to fit in. I only really recommend that you have a +1 from the inside to get you in.
What's on from the inside?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, you got anything about the gang organizing it? How they dress, how they talk, anything?
Again,
Information, the activities.
okay, that's a lot of questions there, but in general, they're just a bunch of rich people that hire weaker mooks to do the shit for them. I think I'm guessing that Brandos are involved with them, but but right now the Brando activity is actually bigger in the south. Me and the little group of people that I'm working with right now are dealing with a couple of Brandos that are being a bunch of dickheads right now.
Mm.
Yeah, but they're unrelated to this case. Hope so. But the way they dress, just anything mildly good that is not what we usually dress, and
Haha.
the way they speak, again, all over the place. Though to be fair, at least in Rich Minds, most of them have an American accent.
Mm.
You pick from anywhere from there, and it should fit in like a glove.
No doubt.
Though,
Fuck me then.
yeah, there is a bit of an interesting thing. For the life of me, I can't figure out who actually owns the place.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know, whoever it is trying to keep their identity hidden, which is strange.
You
You'd think the rich
you know
snobs
you
would want
the
to share their shit around.
yeah, they love to show off, even if it's like name or what have you. Do you know if the person who owns the place is also the one organizing it, or is it a bunch of foley folk?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't get it.
Do you know if the person who owns the place is also the one organizing the party?
I mean, probably. If I do manage to find a name, gonna guess it's a pseudonym or a friend. Whoever it is, they are trying to hide their identity pretty well. Which is not uncommon in my area of work. Sometimes I have to send people like you to be able to find out for me. So,
Yeah.
you know. Um, Honestly, my only tip is go in there and the guy is definitely gonna be in there for sure.
Who were then?
No, not Booburden. Booburden is too important for this tiny of a priority. It's not on his level. The guy's constantly busy actually, working with his regular business. Famous guy. YouTube channels, he owns a casino, I
Ugh.
think. He has a bunch of programs. All that kind of snobby shit.
Ugh. Alright.
Yeah.
You know anyone by name who'd be doing that?
No,
Even if it's lackey.
Not in particular. I can find a few names, but they're mostly just people that work at the building normally. Don't feel like actually gang
If you can,
members. Sorry, can you repeat that?
you mentioned something that there's like a rich family that hires people or something.
Oh, no, not necessarily just one family. Just in general, the upper class, as they call themselves, are just rich mafiosos who pay for people who are in desperate situations to do shit for them. Right
There's
now,
no.
yeah, right now, actually, I'm pretty positive that Brindles are working with that specific group. Again, the Brindles are causing ruckus here at Oceanic Home. Me and my little group of dumbasses, I guess, are trying to deal with them.
Never thought of you as a team player.
Oh, I usually ain't. But even at this situation, I'd be a fool to not ally myself to some people with potential. And besides, the mess around here, and with the fact that I'm not putting myself in the front, will be more than enough to keep the Russians away from me.
Alright. So you don't know what particular gangs are hosting this place. It's more of a.
It's definitely upper class.
That's too broad.
Unfortunately, yes. It's the best I can get you. You're definitely connected to
You
Blue
still owe
Burden.
me then.
No, I gave you what you asked for. American accent.
Not really. You just told me a bunch of rich people are doing this, and I could have guessed that myself.
Hey, what the fuck did you call me?
Because I thought you'd have something more solid. That's your job.
Well, that was one favor asked. Give me some more files or more interesting stuff, I'm gonna get you some shit. But
Can't you get more names if you spend a little more time? The party's not in like 2 days or something.
Give me 5 minutes.
Right.
You hear some like tacking away like on some. Okay, I found it. It's funny. I named the place Fancy Brando despite the fact it's not owned by a Brando. That's hilarious. Okay, you got. He's like, okay, the two names I'm picking up here that seem more important than average is actually a member of the Wicca people. This is something you know. The Wicca people is a famous chain of hospitals and greenhouses all over on the Moon Islands. Like that family owns like all of them, and like and also they have a bunch of tourism little places for like people coming abroad. And he's like, Luca Wicca people Rossi, of the 4 kids, his oldest son. He's a jackass that was actually not as smart enough to be a doctor, so he's the bodyguard of the family. He's gonna be there, apparently. He's also, since I might as well tell you this, the Wicca people family is responsible for producing stand drugs.
I see.
If he's at the party, I'ma be real, he's probably there just to have sex with everyone he sees. Stupid.
They're trying to give stands to a bunch of normal people.
No. Knowing the reputation of this guy, he's just there to stick his dick in whatever he can find.
Keep that in mind.
Hey, if you wanna arrest him, just seduce him a little bit, get him to a court, and pass him the fuck out.
Do you know what his type is?
Anyone, bisexual as fuck, apparently.
It wouldn't be the first time I do this, but I'll keep that in mind.
Second name I'm getting over here is a guy by the name of Gustav Rudman. He is an affiliate of the Brando Company. He has been sponsored by Blue Burden a few times, and he's a famous baseball player. If you've been keeping up with the news, he's also been in a bit of a controversy recently, though it seemed that something happened during the trials that it got cancelled for some reason.
The trials or him?
Oh, the trials got cancelled.
I see.
Anybody else here worth mentioning? And he's like, oh, there is one more name, but this one is just memorable because he's competent. He's not really big in the mafia game necessarily. There's this guy, right? His name is Raggio.
What?
Raggio. He's Italian.
Raggio.
Apparently.
Does that sound familiar to me?
No. He's like, he's a
Wow.
mercenary. Apparently, he has a powerful stand.
Is it the guy we tried to kill?
No.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, it's a guy named Ragyo. He has a powerful stand, and he's constantly called about to do multiple little works all over the place. I heard he used to work for Memento Mori, but ended up falling out to do his own thing. Alright, Memento Mori is the most infamous and capable little assassins for hire in the archipelago. You probably won't bump into them into this. Unrelated. It's a bit unrelated.
If you say so.
I mean, unless if they got invited, which would be weird, and I can't find anything on them being there. But to be fair, they're professionals. Even if they were there, I don't think I'd be able to find out.
I meant more so like all the lore drop you just gave me because I'm not going to be able to remember.
Don't worry, I wrote some stuff down. If you remind me later, I'll just, Yeah. He's like,
Can you give me?
I think that's about it. I'm gonna give you the list of the small fries later. Just need to organize it into a file for you. All of that good stuff.
That nice. You know if any of the small fries are invites?
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
You know if any of the small fries are invites?
Well, they probably all got invited personally by the guy if you're in, or they're probably called in by another person who got them as a +1. It's hard to tell. The list I have just lists the people going in, not if they got an invite or not.
Gotcha. I'll keep that in mind then.
Ooh. Oh, wait, I just got an update.
Oh god.
You know
What
the
is that?
two brandos I said we're gonna mess up? Are like causing problems down here? To my crew?
What?
Guess who's gonna show up at that party as well? That's funny. Both of them. Oh, that's
So,
hilarious.
What does that mean? You're coming along too, or what?
Oh, I'm not going. But if everything goes right, both of them are not gonna show up at the party. Because, we're gonna beat the shit out of them and kidnap them.
Well, if you could, maybe I'd consider it a favor.
Well, either way,
Made that life.
I'm already
Made
giving
a
too
life
much about
a
my
little
own
easier.
business. Just don't worry too much about the brandos. I'm gonna give you their names, but they're probably not gonna show up.
Yes, if you could confirm if they're showing up or not, that'd be useful.
Let me...
Tell me what you did or whatever, but you can confirm if they're coming or not. That'd be useful.
Well, look, the party is in 2 days from now. And in 2 days from...
Yeah.
And tomorrow... Well, tomorrow will be a special day. Just keep an eye on the news and you might know what happens.
Any particular thing I should watch out for?
It's like, you're a smart gal. You can figure it out. It's gonna be pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
The news is gonna have to cover it no matter what. It's gonna cause a bit of a ruckus.
Fine.
And...
Trust you on this one. Credit.
Look. You know what? No, I'm not apologizing. I'm a dick. See you later.
Fine. You better not fucking die.
I'm not gonna go to the fight. That's for other people to do. I'm the informant. And, he closes the call.
Chameleon having fucking criminal lore. Are you guys
Criminal
just
lore?
chilling?
Yeah, as Chameleon goes inside, you guys see as Jacques, is talking to a few people, and then he walks over here like, oh, by the way, me and a few boys over there are gonna start playing some poker. Anyone interested in participating? This was like, I don't know how to play poker. He just moves back.
I'd actually like to play a game. And, let's see, who else is playing?
Oh, the Kevin guy and Alexander.
Okay. I mean, I'd be willing to go. Lotus, are you going to be alright by yourself?
Yeah, it should be good. Not I can't play poker. I don't have a poker face.
Well, that's fair enough.
I can't laugh or shit.
Fair enough.
Hey, Lotus.
Yeah.
You know what you just thought about logically in your brain?
Hmm.
You know, if someone's playing poker, they gotta be thinking really hard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they're thinking really hard, they're probably distracted. If they're properly distracted, it's probably easier to steal from them, right?
Diamond. Yeah, that is a pretty convincing path of logic. And Lotus does think,
And he's not
nods his
gonna.
head.
The guy come from Italy. He's got money. Like, it's just probably gonna be fine.
Sort of grin sort of creeps up on Lotus's face, and then sort of just sort of just like slaps his cheeks with both hands, like, nope, not doing that, not stealing from a good person today, not happening.
Yeah,
And he sits his ass back down.
Yeah, you got this.
It is taking a lot of mental concentration to not get up and try to steal his glasses.
Hey, Lotus.
And yes,
roll bravery.
yeah, fair enough.
You're definitely gonna steal those glasses, dude.
I'm definitely going to try to get up. And it feels bad because she's like, yeah, you got this. You're not going to steal from the guy. It's like, yep, I'm not going to, I'm going to steal from.
Aww.
I tried. I really did.
You want me to try and stop you?
It'd be disingenuous if I told you to do so, so that's points. That is up to you. That, or maybe Ken might find out, but we'll find out.
I'm sure it'll be fine, right? As you go by.
Double finger against back. I hope so.
Meanwhile,
has the game already started, or?
But here's the thing I need to tell you, Ken.
Yeah.
A game of poker amongst professional and fellow men is a game that requires both brains, bronze, and bravery. Kevin as he's playing, he has one hand holding all of his cards close to his face, and then he has his other hand, as far as you can tell, resting on his lap, and then occasionally he kind of looks at you guys at each member of the table, is like, hey, what do you guys think of your cards? What are cards like? And hey, Ken, you know what's funny? Yeah. For a few moments you're like, huh, wait, are my cards good? And you look back at them to remind yourself, oh right, this is my cards. And look back up, it's weird. And now Kevin gets to add something to his roll.
What did he do? What did this fucker do?
Kevin just made his roll much better. Because it's built
Yeah, he has a stand open. He's using his stand.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No, he'll never.
+4. Read my mind, don't fail me now. 18!
You clash.
It's an escalation!
Okay.
Oh, God.
Right now, fucking Kevin, he is flabbergasted that he lost, and he's like, fucking fold. He drops all the cards on the table. Jack's like, I was not even close. And now, between the both of you, you're fighting for the metaphorical pot. There's little poker little thingies on there, but nobody's actually betting money.
Yeah.
Escalation.
Actually, during this high moment of intense battle of poker, Lotus is going to try to snatch it.
Let me just finish this roll first, and then we'll deal with you.
That's a 20!
Oh, jeez.
Anderson.
Brains, bronze, bravery, and romantic observation.
Yeah, no. You managed to win the entire pot as Hugo just barely managed to fool him and read into his emotions just right. However, before that conclusion, hey Lotus, what do you do?
Yes. I'm going to try to like during the intense heat of like these two guys like sort of like glancing at each other during the heat of this intense poker game, Lotus is going to try to he's just gonna try to swap, or at least take Ken's glasses and swap it with Alexander's.
Ooh, okay. Alexander's gonna. Okay,
He's
roll.
Indiana Jonesing that shit.
Roll either bronze or brains for that. He's gonna roll brains to notice it.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's go.
You successfully managed to Indiana Jones swap it. Jax is focused on the game, but unfortunately someone else noticed. And he's kind of just staring at the situation from his side because his angle is kind of perfect to see it. And he doesn't say anything, but he's just looking at that.
Yeah, Lotus looks back, looks like sort of down, sort of beneath the table, looks back up, and he gets the sense in his face is like, don't say shit, I will tell them you're cheating.
You see, he's kind of just raised both his hands like he's surrendering or something. And now you have in your hands extremely expensive glasses.
Lotus feels really bad about this, but the itch has been scratched.
Yeah,
I do want to. I would like to reveal the obsession action I made.
Yeah.
Because at this point, it is not relevant, but the obsession action was, if Alexander notices Lotus trying to steal his sunglasses, Ken will pretend to drop his cards on the table to distract Alexander, while also dropping his golden Versace sunglasses under the table to let Lotus replace them to let Lotus steal Alexander's Gucci sunglasses with his Versace's. So, yeah, good job, Barry. You picked up on what I was going to give you. So, yeah,
I didn't read it.
No, I know you didn't, but it's like the swapping sunglasses thing was what I was going to give you a bonus to. Good job.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And
God, these two twinks are too one-minded.
Yeah.
These twinks of one mind.
Yeah, at this time, Chameleon can like come out of the conversation if you so wish. However, there's one fatal flaw in this crime scene. Hi. I think that's I think that's, you know, probably not yours.
Oh.
Yeah, it sort of looks back. It's like takes a deep breath. Yeah.
You see,
yeah, they're not.
Like, god damn it! Oh, Moody! Come on! You see, as Alexander immediately grabs Moody's arm and is like, "Come on, let's go grab some meat. You're gonna love this," and just drags Moody away from you. You're gonna love the garlic bread. I already cooked for this one.
Ken clocks immediately that Lotus just, even though the itch has been scratched, his mind is now at ease. He feels bad about this.
You see Kevin, like, as Jack's like, "Oh shit, that was a good game," and he moves over.
Yes,
to
good game.
As Kevin kind of leans over, he has a smug look in his face, like, "Smooth. I'm almost jealous. If I wasn't 50 times better
Yeah, don't
than
say
that."
shit. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's smooth if I wasn't 50 times better than that, but, you know, it was cute to see.
Uh-huh.
Well, I do not think you would be as good as Lotus.
Really?
I mean, sure, you have a nice stand, but well, I don't even know what your stand does. But I'm assuming.
I think I have an idea.
Yeah, it still smells objects.
So you let your stand steal things for you?
Oh, hell no. That's not what your stand does.
The fuck are you talking about? Yes, it is.
Question. No, it doesn't. Your stand's that little book that you had in your hand.
Yeah, and it still smells
objects. And I think it has a pretty good capacity of probably reading people's mental states.
What? That's just empathy, and I didn't, and I just learned it like today. I can't
Yeah,
read people's
noticed.
minds yet.
He was telling me about this. Empathy is like an extension of stand usage. Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, Kevin, you were pretty hard to read during that, but you did fold out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even your worst skullduggery can't beat a good, honest playing the game. As Ken like puts down his hand, it was a 4 of a kind. Okay.
As just like, yeah, no, my stand steals more objects. But before I even, again, I got my stand a few days ago, and he like and he kind of like pulls out like a phone, and you recognize that phone. It's your phone, Ken. Is like, yeah, no, but I did have a little bit of skill, this kind of stuff that I acquired for the years. And then he offers your phone back. You had no idea when he picked your phone.
Well, that is certainly impressive, but I'm sure Lotus could do it better.
You see, he reached out into his pocket.
You see Lotus just kind of like
You see Kevin reach
squint
out.
his face like.
You see Kevin reach out into his pocket, and he pulls out the pepper spray as well that you have.
Oh, you.
I also stole your wallet, by the way. I just don't. I just only have 2 hands, and he reaches out and pulls out the wallet as well.
You?
I'm,
Lotus, I think he's giving you a run for your money.
I'm.
Oh
good.
no!
And
I mean,
he's-
any day of
and
the
he's
week he
running-
probably could.
But I
As
mean,
said,
Honestly, no
I'm-
shit. If his stand is what he says, he can steal small objects. Which I mean, he just kind of just pulled out 3 different things that Ken had on his body.
Oh
I
no!
mean, without my magic,
Oh no! That was not my stand. That was me. I just pickpocket that shit right now. Well, during the game, really, but you know. And he hands you everything back over.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He can, like, for a split second, holds up the pepper spray like he's gonna spray Kevin.
He is wearing glasses, you fool.
Yeah.
He's like, ugh. But no, I can't really fuck with mines. That's outside of my repertoire. If you want, I can do a little demonstration. He pulls out his stand. He opens the book, and then you see it as like suddenly like a bunch of the cards kind of just disappear, and then he reaches his hand inside the book and pulls out the deck, and puts it back on the table. See?
oh shit, huh?
I don't really do mind stuff, dude. I mean,
I do-
I mean, while you were trying to figure,
I
while we were trying to figure out who I stole from the other day, you pulled out your book and did something in it.
it's kind of like, how can I put this? A ritual. It helps me concentrate.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna check on the food. I'll be right back.
gotcha.
No.
And Lotus is going to leave the glasses on the table.
Yeah, Kevin asked that. Kevin's like, how long have you known Hamomoto for?
Oh, I dabbled in it a bit when I was much younger, about 5 years ago. I assume you know Haman?
Never met
The
the
big
guy
guy?
personally, but he kind of hesitates. A guy I know talks about him a lot. I've just been wondering. You know, Hamamortao is this rad, spooky energy. I was wondering if there was a way to make it different somehow, and if you knew about it. I don't know.
Different? I mean, from what Haman told me, it's energy direct. It's kind of like sun energy, but I mean,
You'd think the sun
you-
would be helpful instead of harmful, right? All the positive talk and
Well-
stuff. Yellow.
look, don't take it. I'm not a professional scientist or martial artist or anything, but the sun burns things. I mean, it's sure it gives light to like plants and such, but I don't think it's. If you put sunlight on human flesh, well, he kind of points to the sunburn he gave Kevin. You know what happens firsthand.
I suppose so. I don't know. I don't know. I felt like maybe if there was anyone that could tell me more about any possible variation about it, would be you. And as Kevin's bringing this up, the only thing you can think of that might possibly relate to this was Hamon saying that Hamon Mortal is not the original version of the technique, but he prohibits any form of that technique. He only accepts Hamon Mortal and Mortal only, and he never talks about it ever again.
I don't think Haman mentioned anything. It was just Haman Mortal, and honestly, that's all I was really paying attention for.
Yeah, you see as he has like his book open, and then he kind of just you can see it actually as he just closes, like, yeah, I suppose you're right. He puts the book away at this little belt buckle around his like hip.
Why did you do that?
Look, I fiddle with my book a lot, okay? Bad habit.
Alright, just as long as you didn't take my wallet again.
Maybe I did. Have you checked your pockets?
Ken puts his hands in his pockets.
It's still there.
Yeah, good. Alright, well, I'm going to go check in on everything. Main meal should be done soon, and I'm going to bring out the spinach au gratin. I'll be back.
Alright.
And he kind of walks by. Hello? Kind of nods to the blonde individual.
You see his name is like, hello. Hi.
Hey, are you enjoying the barbecue?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all good. He looks around at the Frost Brothers. Are they like intimidating him at all?
No, they're super friendly. Unlike their icons, like you see that the only one who has a permanent frown on his face is this guy, but even him like is just talking normally.
Yeah.
You sort of think it's a condition of his. You don't think he can change his facial expression.
But I'm glad I didn't go up against him for them. And he kind of walks by. He doesn't say that out loud, by the way. That's an internal monologue.
Yeah. 7, are you there? I can't believe 7 is fucking dead.
7
7 died.
died. 07 to
7 got 8 by 9.
07 is the chat for the muted and the forgotten.
9, that bastard.
987.
987.
Yeah.
Oh.
How dare she?
Let's put her back there.
How dare she eat? How dare she eat 7?
Yeah, you guys see as Mooney is eating garlic bread, and is like has
No, it's the other way
his
around.
pupils dilated, or actually I think it's their pupils. I have to check again. You see as their pupils are dilated like a cat. Like, this is quite good, actually. I know, right? I cooked hard. Yes, that's what you do with food.
I mean, most of the time. Sometimes you freeze it. Sometimes you freeze it. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you eat it raw like a puree.
Yes, food is very interesting. Many ways to interact with it. You see Alexander like, oh, and here comes the winner. Jesus Christ, what a poker face you got. As Alexander looks at Ken.
I've had a lot of practice. He says with a very, very slight smile. Yes?
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, speaking of poker, Alex, you kind of left your sunglasses at the table.
Oh, okay, thank you.
No, Alex did.
Oh, Alex, okay.
You see Alexander. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys see as Kevin shows up, and Kevin is wearing not only his sunglasses, but Alexander's sunglasses on top of them, like looking a bit silly. Alexander's like, what the fuck is that? Like, I don't know what you're talking about, I don't know. As he grabs the sunglasses from Kevin's face, and he goes to put on his hat again, and then he feels your glasses that you put there. Remember? So Indiana Jones switched them. He's like,
Yep.
He grabs it from his head, like, he looks at Moon, he's like, yeah, as I told you. Like, right. And then he looks at you, Lotus, and
yes.
he hands you both of the glasses back to you.
I mean, why? I mean, I understand the yellow ones, but and keep yours.
No, I don't need it.
You sure?
Absolutely. I don't care much for this fancy stuff. I just got it because, well, I'm a tourist. Thought I should look the part more.
Well, that saves me a lot of embarrassment.
Hey, look, man. According to Carrie over here, she's like, sorry. He's like, I get it. It's not easy stuff. You tried, and that's a lot. And I'm proud of you for doing so. Okay.
Yeah, no, that and he's sort of like, no easy way of saying it. Known kleptomaniac, saw the glasses earlier, but tried my best not to, and the demons won.
Hey, look. Everybody got their own fight, and as long as you try to keep fighting, I think that's more than enough.
Yeah, try to distract myself with chopping up potatoes to try to panini press them, but didn't work.
Yeah, now he got his finger. Oh no. Yeah, I should have given my guts as much sooner. Sorry for not
Yeah.
noticing.
Oh, don't worry about it. I kind of did it to myself, literally.
No, I suppose so. Let's just enjoy a nice barbecue.
Yep, that's the point. And besides, hey, if I didn't, worst comes to worst, I was just gonna lock myself into the bathroom so I wouldn't steal shit.
That's a bit
Last
extreme.
resort, didn't want to do that, but
You see as she's like, yeah, I forgot about you cleaning up the blood. Be right back. As she goes to clean the mess in the front that was caused earlier. And I don't have much else to do. Does anybody else want to do something?
No. Actually, Ken's gonna go into his room and he's gonna grab all the sides he prepared. As he goes in, excuse me.
No, sorry.
No, you're all good. You're all good. He goes in. He goes into the mini fridge and eventually comes back out with 2 armfuls of various sides and casserole dishes and plates.
Jesus.
He comes out and he's like, "Oh, I prepared. I
oh
cooked."
damn, you prepped that shit.
You prep that shit. You see Kevin
Look,
grab a plate to serve himself a bit.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not
Oh.
done setting it down yet.
Okay, sorry. sorry.
As also, what is the main
Question
meat
for
that they
Ken:
cook?
did he make deviled eggs?
Oh, you bet your ass. You can see that he actually has a full of multi-layer tray that he got while you guys were shopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ken notices that Lotus' expression sort of changes to when he sees something he wants to steal.
Mm, well,
He's
luckily
very
I'm-
excited about the. He's very excited about the deviled eggs.
Yeah, I made a lot of deviled eggs, so please feel free to eat them up. He places that tray down. And then spinach au gratin. It's a spinach with a cream and cheese sauce. I also made some scalloped potatoes. A similar thing. And honey glazed carrots. As he puts it all down on this table over here along with the little side sandwiches.
Ooh.
And of course the main meat, I believe filet mignon and steak. Along with some sausages.
This is a full-blown meal, says Jax behind you.
He gives him a smile and he's like,
I
well,
mean, yeah,
I wanted to
yeah.
show
Me,
the
Crystal, and me, Crystal, and Desco kind of spent small fortune on the meat.
Well, luckily we are all here to enjoy ourselves and there's no cost too high for that.
Yeah.
And
Perhaps darn tootin'. Sounds about right.
and as everybody is going around getting their plates and such, Ken looks over to Lotus. This was a good idea. I enjoyed this.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't love a good barbecue?
Kevin,
I have yet to meet
Barbecues are always great. They always lead to good friendship building exercises. Just good experiences overall.
amen,
Tell that to
brother.
Kevin. I think he's still a little sore.
You see as Kevin is grabbing... You see actually grab a plate of food, but he doesn't look like he's gonna eat it. And you see that he goes inside, and he takes this lamp off this thing and leaves a plate of food by Miss D. and then walks back out to prepare
Yeah,
his
while
own
he was
food.
in the room, Lotus just kind of leans over to Ken's like, "Oh, they fucking."
You don't have to say it out loud.
No, he sort of tried to say that like as a whisper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
No.
they fucking.
Ken is like still cutting up the potatoes au gratin, but you can see he gives it a little subtle nod. All right.
I mean, they don't even. I mean, at least he cuts off a sentence as soon as Kevin comes out.
No, he can stay there for a little longer.
As Lotus like puts a deviled egg into his mouth to shut himself up.
Okay, that's figured out. Hey, Backstreet Boys, good food on the table. And you see as Jacob's like, huh, like a dog being called like, oh, a full-blown meal. You see water pouring out of his mouth.
Mm.
As Lenny and Ann also start approaching, and everybody gets their attention called like, oh shit, we eating good tonight. And
Oh, by the way,
yeah,
I do believe that we had something made up. Kevin, I kind of assumed that you and the Backstreet Boys were coming. So I made something a little special as Ken pulls out what looks to be a specially prepared small tray of baby back ribs. Behold, baby Backstreet Boy ribs. Shit-eating grin.
okay, that's hilarious. I'll give you that.
Welcome to the club, he says as he holds out the barbecue sauce-laden ribs.
As like Kevin starts picking up the thing, and everybody starts sharing amongst themselves this stuff. You see as Alexander like, feel like the calm before the storm, huh? He kind of mumbles to himself a bit.
Lotus just kind of turns on and onto that before the storm. What storm?
No, I'm here on business, just enjoy myself before, serious stuff starts happening.
Yeah, it feels like half us here. Yeah, I feel like that could apply to the most of us here, honestly.
I suppose so.
Nice little repose before
return.
shit starts happening. They return.
We.
Hey,
Return.
7. You get out of the bathroom, and you actually just quickly saw Kevin come in with a plate of like parts of a casserole and some filet mignon. That he took one of these lamps, took it away from like his little desk, and left the plate of food by Miss D before walking back out.
Did he take the lamp with him?
No, he left it on the ground or something.
He just moved it aside and put the plate there for Miss D.
Do I recognize Kevin?
I don't think you've seen him yet actually, but yeah, it's.
I'm also mentioning it because Mafia Man.
Yeah, you just saw. Oh no, not Mafia. You would not recognize this man.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you just saw this
Gotcha.
guy come in that you don't recall, leave a plate of food for Miss D, and then walk back out.
What the fuck? I think that would be her genuine reaction. Like, she just walks out the bathroom, sees this random guy, and she's like, what the fuck?
I mean, you guess maybe they're friends. Oh wait, is this the Kevin
I
guy?
don't know if he would hear her just going like, what the fuck, when she gets out of the bathroom, though. She's not being particularly quiet.
Yeah, do you walk out?
Yeah, no, I imagine she would see him as she walks out and just be like, what the fuck?
Hmm.
What? I mean, in character, she would have asked Miss D what the fuck was that about, but, you know,
Misty's unconscious.
she walks out.
You walk
Monk
out,
knew
you
it,
see
right,
as
yeah.
everybody's like taking multiple plates of food, as Ken brought in the casserole, the filet mignon. There's still a little bit of garlic bread left over. Everybody's having a good time. You see,
Narrows her eyes
it,
at him.
and see as is like kind of eating a plate from the food assistant of like, what? Hi?
How are you?
Oh, I'm Kevin.
Ah,
Friends with Miss
now you
D.
go inside.
Oh, I just left a plate of food for
Oh
her.
yeah,
'cause-
he's chill.
Yeah, I just left her a plate of food to make sure she doesn't miss out. She's my friend, you know.
Okay. Okay. Keeps her eyes narrowed, but slowly nods.
He narrows his eyes back at you, and then he kind of just gives a. Goes that? No, I get it. You don't know me. That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He sits back
Slowly
down and just
moves over
starts
to her
eating.
friends. Slowly moves over to her friends, who I don't know if they're still playing poker or whatever, but
You notice now that like
The
for some
poker
reason
ended.
Lotus has true glasses on him.
that's to what?
Two sunglasses is a different thing. Specifically, you know the shades on.
Well,
him?
actually, three. It'd be three sunglasses actually.
Okay, so he has his glasses.
Because he has his pair, Alex's pair, and Ken's pair.
He has three sets of glasses on his head.
What did I miss?
Oh. He says he's gonna say this through a mouth half full of deviled eggs. Kleptomania.
You see,
What?
you see as Alexander's like, oh, he wanted to steal my glasses.
Yes, swallows the deviled eggs. Kleptomania happened. Yeah.
And
Yeah, he can have
just
them.
looks around.
You see Alexander like, yeah, he can have them. I don't mind.
Ugh. Okay.
Trust me, I tried to give him back.
Sure you did.
No, I mean I kind of did.
No,
did?
he did. I decided to let him have it.
Or at least in a try to inconspicuous sort of way.
Okay, fine. What about
But
the
don't.
other one?
I'm trying not to be a klepto. The demons won.
What about the other ones? She points at the other ones.
Oh, Ken tried to do like a bait and switch, try to get me to want to steal those. Didn't work.
You use sunglasses and she just turns again.
Team?
What? Sorry.
She said like, you sunglasses?
You use sunglasses? Never seen you with sunglasses.
I had a spare pair from a old friend, so I thought I would, pull them out and have them on this. Well, everybody else is wearing them, so I thought it might be good to wear some myself.
She looks around. Is there more people
Lotus,
wearing
yeah, like
sunglasses?
Lotus just kind of looks at Ken's like,
I mean,
and like
to
looks
be
at
clear,
Alexander, looks at himself, raises an eyebrow.
I mean, it's not showing
Kevin was also wearing them.
Kevin,
Oh,
it's not
right,
showing
Kevin.
it's not showing on his icon, but he has sunglasses on top of his head as well that he took off because it's getting late.
It seemed to be the cool kid fashion.
There's only
Yeah,
4
and
people
I
that
can't-
are wearing.
It's like,
Three.
yeah, and I really can't see right now. I have 3 sunglasses on my face.
And just take them off.
No, I'm good.
Oh god, I can't with you all.
Lotus gives a shit-eating grin.
Chameleon just deadpans at him.
Lotus takes the yellow sunglasses that Ken had and tries to put them on Chameleon's face.
She'll dodge.
He's gonna try again.
Oh, come on, don't be a
she'll try to
spoiler sport.
dodge.
Alright, contested roll, bitch. I'm putting these sunglasses on you.
What the
Mid-
fuck do I roll?
Bronze versus bronze.
Remember
Why not
what roll would this
bravery?
be?
No, that's bronze. Fuck you.
Yes!
Damn it!
And it seems like Chameleon, you managed to expertly dodge 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the way, and you guys just grab both of his hands like, no. None of that.
She does have decent bronze, so he just fucking grabs him, stops him in midair after just like dodging him for a moment. Stop that.
Still the shit-eating grins. Like, it's gonna happen one day. I'm gonna give you a pair of sunglasses.
I don't need them.
And
He fucking throws your hand back. Like, not roughly, but it's more like a fuck you sort of motion.
Yeah, I know.
You see Kevin like, everybody looks cooler with sunglasses. You totally need them. It's just science.
I don't know how she'd look with sunglasses.
It was a naked. Like Kevin.
Cooler, according to Kevin.
Yeah, as soon as Kevin says that, the shit-eating grin goes away. And he sort of like side-eyes.
Wait, what did Karen say?
No,
Kevin basically said sunglasses are cool.
You see Alexander like, yeah, I agree, honestly. Sunglasses are cool. I wish I had more excuses to use them. It's a little bit hard when I already use regular glasses to be able to see within 5 feet of my face.
I mean, you could probably get prescription glasses that transition into the sun.
That's a good idea, actually. I'm gonna do that at some point.
Yeah. There we are. It's like, yeah. So, I know you had a good conversation with our connection, but I think I don't like Kevin's stand. I know he said it's like, oh, he can steal small objects, but I think he's not letting on to everything. I know
Wait,
he's not
Stan
letting
use
on to
it?
everything. Yeah, Kevin's a stand user.
Would I actually be able to sense
I'll-
that with my ability?
Oh,
Have an else sense
you
of it?
have the cuffs on. You're kind of blocked your perception.
Bruh.
Hey,
Well, no, I thought you said I thought empathy wasn't a cuff thing.
oh no, empathy is part of the stand, so if you're cuffed, you can't use empathy.
Yeah.
Empathy is heavily stand related. It is an
Fair.
ability that only stand
Fair enough,
users can
fair enough.
achieve. And I think Kevin even said as much
Yeah.
earlier. So like,
I thought we
because
were free of the cuffs for a
no,
while
only
now.
during mission. Otherwise, you're cuffed and have the funny
Yeah.
glove that takes off any other special powers.
Damn.
Well, actually, then we wouldn't be able to see what his stand was since we're all cuffed.
Oh no, you can see the book.
It's
Oh,
a
okay,
physical stand.
interesting.
It's
Wonderful.
a substance simulation. So that's good.
Wonderful. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I don't trust him. I don't trust his stand. He says he can steal small objects, but I think he's being very specific with the definition and category of what he can steal shit from. I think he can steal more than just small objects.
He
I think he
did
can steal
ask,
some thoughts too.
he was
Thoughts.
asking me about a very specific kind
God
of
damn it.
Haman. So I saw him.
We
Kevin
love
was.
our connections.
We love it. So we were talking, and he very suddenly brought up a hypothetical kind of Haman. I didn't know anything about it, but while we were talking, he opened and closed his book. I double checked, and he said it was a bad habit, but it might be that he was recording the information we were discussing. He didn't contradict me at all, but
Yeah, no. That and Ken, did you have any weird experiences while playing poker? Just shit.
it seems like he cheated, but I didn't really attribute that to his stand.
My theory is correct. You had like no lapse in memory, no what's this?
Not as far as I'm aware. He asked me about a kind of Haman that I never really
Hey,
talked with
Ken,
Haman about.
real brains.
Boy.
Lotus, like, did you have any relapse in your memory or something? It's like, no, I don't think. And then you think back to the poker game. And there was a moment, and you recall this, and I even narrated this, where Kevin was looking at everybody asking, so how are you feeling about your cards, guys? How good is your hand? And you remember at some moment you got confused, like, wait, how good are my cards? And you look back on it, you see your cards again, like, ah, right, they are good. And that moment felt normal to you, as far as you remember, but now that you now that Lotus pointed out, was that related?
It was during the card game. Not the questioning was fine, but during the card game, he specifically asked how we felt about our hands, and I kind of questioned myself for a bit, despite having just looked at my hand. My hand was good. I had a 4 of a kind, but there was a little bit of a lapse there. Tiny little brief moment. He may have swapped our cards, but I got a way better hand.
I don't think he swapped things. I think a requirement of, replacing objects in the physical world, he has to reach into his book. He showed us that much. But I think when it comes to intellectual information, like points at his head, it's all written down.
I see. It would make sense that if it's a book, it would do more than just store things in it. If it was meant to store things, it would be like a bag or a chest or
Absolutely.
something. You have a very good
I
point.
mean, stands come in all manners of way. I wouldn't be surprised if a book isn't really more
Yes, but
information, though I'd imagine possibly it's for
it's.
that.
I believe that usually a stand's form is not coincidental to its function, it is concurrent. If a stand is made to release a gas, it will have a place to release it, yeah? If a stand is
Yeah,
made to create things, it will have a way of a obvious means of
yeah,
creating them.
yeah. What I mean is that it's not the. I mean, not necessarily that literal.
I get
But
what you're
in
saying, but
this case, I think it probably is.
he said only small objects, but I think that information would also make sense for a book. So,
Yes, yes. I'm also saying in general, for this case, I think we are on the right track. But for other things, yeah, we fought a bunch of crabs from a depressed criminal.
yeah, but I mean, those crabs were also bracelets, yeah? They clamped onto us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they were
like
kind of meant to help connect people together.
Yeah.
crabs don't
The
usually
crab,
do that.
yeah, but the crabs changed into armbands specifically. So I think that the crab was just like coincidental to being around, and also they clip onto people like pincers. But enough of the spiritual hypotheticals. Uh, is there any reason why you're asking in particular about this? Of course, it's good to know, but did anything
I kind
happen?
of had a slightly similar experience just the other day when he came over the one time. I
Came
was trying to
over.
remember the person. I say again.
He came over.
Yeah, one other time we were out.
Mhm.
I mean, you
And
tend to
this is
be
just
out a lot, but that's beside the point. Yeah, I was trying to remember who I stole from. I was close to getting the name and then I lost it.
Hmm.
And then and he said what it was.
Did, if you don't mind me asking, did he? Do you think he was correct, or do you think he
Oh,
was
he was
perfect?
absolutely correct. Sometimes emotions trump memory. The physical body and the brain store more than just memory. Sometimes things that are emotionally linked are harder to crack.
I
When
mean,
you remember
tell me
pain,
about
your
it.
body. When you remember a painful experience, your face twitches and your body cringes. You tense up reflexively,
Yeah,
even if the source of pain isn't there anymore. It's instinctual muscle. It's instinctual association. So if
yeah. And the
that
brain's like
associate,
that too.
fair enough.
I mean,
So do
I
we
don't
think that he is?
remember.
Sorry, go on.
Let
No,
Cam speak.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
was gonna say. I mean, yeah, you folk are know what happened to me, but I don't remember faces half of it. So yeah, pretty much he's pretty much right. But usually when you see it again or something triggers it, it comes back to you. But if someone takes it, if there's a stand involved, I mean, a lot of stand troubleshooter is, as far as I've been able to learn, is related to will. So I can imagine you could break out of it, but I don't imagine it's that easy. He can take away
Yeah.
your memories or your thoughts. That's troublesome.
I'm just thinking he's not letting on to more than what he knows. And I think that genuinely, I think he has the potential to be a real danger.
I
I
mean,
mean, I know Misty and him have a thing. That's pretty evident, but
He's friends with the other guys too. He said that they're
I
friends
don't
with
trust
him
him.
and they're like
I don't
the
remember shit,
Backstreet
but I don't
Boys.
trust him.
No, they said that they're called like the Backstreet Boys, something like that.
that's just his posse. It's not really, as far as I know, they're just
Nah,
people.
he had his past before he had his stand.
Yeah,
Still related.
His
yeah.
stand's a recent development, or at least according to him.
I mean,
Look, man,
as much as I do not trust him, to make that clear. But
I don't trust.
I don't know if.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. Go ahead. I agree with you.
I don't think he's an active threat. He's an annoyance, and he could be trying to elicit that reaction, but he's not associated, as far as we know, with anyone we're targeting. He's not like part of the police. I mean, you saw he was willing to break Miss D out of prison if he had known. So obviously he's not on
Yeah.
the side of the law. So I don't think he's a
Mhm.
mole or anything. I think he's just someone who, to be frank, has that kind of face, if you know what I mean.
To be honest,
As a
Yeah,
my
I get
metaphor.
it.
main problem. Oh, please. Nah. Well, you know I don't like gangs, criminal folk, mafia. He's one of them.
I mean,
Don't trust him
Cam,
one
you
bit,
don't.
and I will find out was some.
I
I
mean,
don't.
Cam, Lotus kind of cracks a smile. You just don't like people.
Yeah, but mafia was. Those in times was.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair.
Look, I don't trust people. I don't. But I mean, I think it's kind of obvious. Perhaps it's not. But I don't trust no criminals, no mafia. I mean, criminals are fine, but gangsters, mafia, organized. I don't trust them. Less
I
than
get
I
what you
trust
mean.
most of them. You probably didn't notice that much because Richard's a bit of an exception, but anyone else, don't
Yeah,
trust
I'm
them.
sure.
And he's one of
Because-
them. I don't trust him.
To be fair, we're all. I'm not advocating for the guy. He seemed annoying, but he didn't seem malicious.
Mm.
I mean, for all we know, his opening and closing the book and taking something could just be a bad habit. Or it could be him maliciously trying to take information from our brains. I don't know.
He seemed to use his stand to cheat in a game.
He
Yeah, while they
obviously
were
wasn't
playing
that
poker.
concerned about hiding it. He didn't say anything about memories, but small objects he was willing to tell the truth on that.
I mean, I'm not used to stands that much, and for a long time I mostly saw them as some kind of curse and mounts, and it's kind of destructive. When I used it, it was always trouble. But I can't imagine why someone who hasn't, doesn't have a stand that generally brutalizes everything would use it, in silly things like poker. Doesn't mean I trust them, but I could see it. You got a more normal stand that doesn't kill people. She kind of emotions too, Lotus. So like thinking from
Well,
that point of view,
I
I
mean,
could see it.
oh, you sweet summer child. I think the good life can do a lot of harm if I try to put my mind to it.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but let's just say there's no air in hammer space.
Yeah.
I know, but you know exactly what I mean. I can't just make my rats like steal a funny card in a poker game.
I mean, could you?
I probably could, but
Sorry,
my
Ken.
Not with
stance
much
main.
finesse.
It doesn't matter, but my stand's not really made for like silly things like this. It's kind of straightforward.
I
But
understand.
for someone who's more versatile, I could kind of see it if they're just casual about it, you know, if they had a chance. Maybe I've just not really learned how to use it, to be fair. But a stand, it just fights things. It takes their blood. It's not really that kind of stand, but someone who doesn't have that problem, well, I could see them cheating in a poker game.
For a lot of people, stands are more part of their lives than weapons or explicitly tools. For them, it's a part of them. It's not necessarily something I can relate to, but
Yeah.
suffice to say, for Kevin, he didn't seem to be lying about when he got it either. But for right now, I think it's not worth worrying about. Who knows? We may never see Kevin again. Who knows? We may I don't
That
know,
is
smoke
true.
pot with him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree that he's not
No.
necessarily a thought. He's not necessarily a threat right now, but just I had the thought and I had the idea. Just pointed it out.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's good to be cautious.
Either way,
If anything,
how's
is there anything
how's the
you two
chat?
know about him? Oh, with Richard. There was a fuck ton of information, and she kind of takes out a bunch of notes that I will copy paste later on, but fucking gives them to me. But I will give rundown. He doesn't know the owner of the party's house. It
Yeah,
seems
because
to be
that'd be too
generally,
easy.
yeah, it seems to be organized by maybe not necessarily the owner of the house, but it's like a really big shot rich people. And it's not just one gang, it's people from all over. A lot of gangs over there. He says that 2 Brandos may show up, but he says that
As soon as you say Brando, Lotus becomes on edge.
I got their names if you want, but he says that he'll
Tell
pick
me.
them up, or Doria and Dalio. Diallo.
Diora
And the edge
Diallo.
the edge that Lotus had goes away. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, but he said to watch out tomorrow for the news, and I know if they'll be coming to the party.
Yeah, not the
So apparently
Brando
the Brand.
I'm worried about, thankfully.
Yeah, he said the Brando's having causing problems in the site, and his little group has been taking care of it, and they'll be taking care of them too. But then if he takes care of them, they won't be coming to the party. He also said that there's Gustav Rutman, Luca Wakapipo, and Rakio. Gustav is a Facebook player. His family is like a bunch of hippie, greenery people. Because I don't remember all the shit you told me. I'm sorry. Look up people's.
Okay. In general, Gustav Rudman is a baseball player who got put on trial, but the trial got cancelled. He is very famous, and he got sponsored by Boo Burden and the Brando Company. Luca Wekapipo is a playboy, bodyguard, chief of security of the hospital chain of the Wekapipo family.
Yeah, those were like the greenhouse people. Yeah,
and there is also Ragio, which is just a famous mercenary apparently in the archipelago that used to work for a thing called Memento Mori, whatever that means.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's solo, and he's gonna be there, and a bunch of
they're all invited,
and a bunch of relatively small fries in comparison.
Yeah, there's a bunch of small fries that we're not sure if they're invited or not, but they're gonna be there. Thinking, all of these people have relations to the Brando family, right? Dio, fucking Dio.
Well, you don't know for sure. They at least must have some relation to the
I think it was Luca that he said.
Well, the 3 of them, Gustav Rudman is sponsored. Gustav Rudman is sponsored by Boo Burden and the Brando Company. He's definitely one that has connection to those. Everyone else, not sure.
Gotcha. And the organizer, there, but you did mention that generally the organizers of the party or whatever the fuck probably do have a relationship with the family.
Yes, whoever is the owner of that house
Gotcha.
definitely does have some connection. So at
Did I
least
get any
over.
other personal information? I'm sorry.
You going?
Did I get any personal information on them besides Luca? Because I don't remember the Playboy thing. Did I got any information on the other two? Like,
Rodman.
what were the charges against Gustav?
Oh, the charges. Rodman apparently got charged for supposedly beating a woman half to death with a bat,
That's great.
and is also a known, like, similar to Luca. He's known to be a kind of a playboy guy as well, but he's never seen with.
No.
But like, he's never seen with the same person at the same time. Luca apparently just goes with anyone, not just women. He also
So
know
one
that-
of them is straight and the other one isn't. Okay.
Yeah, and Ragyo, apparently Ragyo is just a guy that kills people. There was not much on him.
Okay.
So
Do we know if they're stand users? Did you mention that?
Ragyo is the only confirmed stand user.
Gotcha. Did he ever mention if he suspects the other two are, or there's like
He has no
other
clue.
people?
I mean,
Gotcha.
I mean,
That you will
to
mention
play
that.
He says that to play it safe, you might as well
Yeah,
expect them
so
to
probably
be.
yeah, so no, they are. When Camilla describes their personalities and the charges, but she moves on to the playboy shenanigans with Gustav and Luca, you can see her physically cringing. Gustav
I
seems to
hope he doesn't
be.
do shit.
Both of them are never seen with the same person. Gustav seems to be into the ladies, but Luca seems with anyone.
Hey, hey Ken.
I'm not putting on it
You know who Luca is?
as
Right.
oh wait a minute.
Oh no.
As soon as you're
What the-
mentioning like Luca, he's like he's kind of
Luca,
bisexual and he's like, it's at that point the realization dawns. Oh Luca is going to be there.
Oh, you know,
don't
Luca.
him?
Old contact, yeah. Wouldn't say friend, associate. Associate's the best word I can think of. To be a diamond. Can I
Yes.
tell them? Yeah,
I don't know. Can you?
fair enough.
If you want, you can roll me like a brains or insight or no in Chameleon because he's playing with
Nah. It's more so like I'm asking Diamond, like.
Yeah, no,
stuff.
it's worth it to read her intentions because it's a funny TM. But up to you.
Okay, so
Up to you.
yeah, Luca is as Ken is like fishing around in like near his bed in a lockbox he fishes something out. He manufactures things like this. And he pulls out what appears to be a vial of like reddish little twinge of yellow liquid in a vial and a syringe.
I think you mentioned that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a drug dealer.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
put
you
it
mentioned
bluntly,
drugs. Yeah.
he's a dealer. I went to him a few times trying to figure out something for my situation. Never got anything real, but this he told me is Diamond. I know what it does, right?
Yes. You bought from him.
Yeah, this bolsters the destructive capability of a stand. I didn't bring it to my last mission because that was stealth, and I'm still hesitant to bring it here. But if there's going to be a confirmed mercenary, Luca, and a guy who beats women with baseball bats, I think I'm going to bring this with me on our mission. Can I trust you not
Yeah,
to?
I don't think
it
you're gonna have a
bolsters, it
problem
boosts.
getting more that made because as far as I understand, Richard told me that he has got a bunch of drugs that keeps people stands, and I implied that they may have those at the party.
So if I got that right, it boosts destructive power. Did I hear that wrong?
Yeah, it temporarily boosts destructive power of a stand. Diamond, what are the side effects of the stand? Remind me.
We love poor connectivity.
Let me
We love it.
find. Did you not write it? You may
Yeah,
acquire
so,
one
um,
drop
I don't know
load
anything
for
else.
payment done in between sessions. These raise 1 stand stat by 1 rank for 3 rounds, and have a drawback of -1 to all standard rolls for the rest of the session. Use wisely.
Lamo.
Yeah. So this is a last resort, and honestly, with my own stand, this is something that is a worst case scenario. If I have the chance to let loose and I need to, this is my go-to.
Well,
God, I can't think but to shudder what your stand would do while you're on that.
You haven't even seen what it does normally. Everything, what little I've shown you, and he gets like dead serious, locked in shadows over his eyes. You've only seen it when it's tame.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Well, the
So-
point of the mission is to figure out
Who
who
wants to
owns the
have-
place and take notes of everyone. Richard did give me a recommendation of dealing with him, and I was considering doing that as I've done that kind of thing before, though it's not particularly my favorite kind of plan.
Sorry, wait, who did he want you to deal with?
Luca.
When you say deal with, do you mean kill him?
He essentially told me that he he fucks with everyone, and I'm an acquired taste. So essentially, told me to seduce him, get him in a room, and then beat the shit out of him.
Oh my god.
He suggested that you could do that.
Yeah, Camille's like, I was thinking about doing that, and she looks like she's physically cringing
You
right now.
don't have to do it. He suggested that if you
You'll
want to
misunderstand that me as a player find this extremely funny. I would kind of want to try.
So he suggested you seduce him. Okay. Look, I've
That's why
talked to him
it's on the
before.
list.
I've never actually like talked to him, but I don't
You
know.
never interact with him beyond drugs.
Yeah, I've some casual conversations, some deals. I mean, I talked to him about specific kinds of
But
stuff.
like the
So
bare minimum.
yeah, no.
I mean, if you want me to deal with Gustav, I can.
I'll be.
I mean-
I think we should avoid dealing with anyone because they could own the mansion. All we need to do is find out who owns it, which is weirdly specific for going to a high class party with people like that going there.
I mean, as far as we know, one of these three could be it. One of the small fry.
True.
It looks at the long list.
If
But,
it was-
I'm
Yeah.
kind of glad that I'm not the only person who has interest in one other specific person at the party.
Hmm? What do you mean?
Boo Burnham. I think he's
Ah.
connected to all this, right?
He is connected to the Brandis for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Your list, does it say if he's going to attend?
No,
Oh,
he
I
will
mean-
not.
No, he won't.
According-
I asked Richard about that. This is below him.
Yeah, this is definitely below him.
But he is connected to these all, so you can probably find his lackeys either way.
Yeah. I mean, best case scenario, he's going to show up. It's a big party, and he's a big influencer. I kind of want to... Let's just say, law be damned what I want to do.
Hmm. She narrows her eyes.
I look at
So context for this. Early today, when I ran away to get the meat bag from Desco, he kind of inadvertently lured me back to the place I kind of hung around while I was still homeless. Trust me, it was a shithole. But they refurbished the place. They made it theirs. One of the other people that were there, one of my old good friends, I think, they kind of told me that it was all possible because of Boo Burnham's help. They made them sell Eden. They made them sell drugs. No more Eden after the collapse, or the whatever it's called.
the burst.
But the burst, yes, thank you very much. He's still asking them to sell drugs. I kind of want
You
that
wanna
to
free?
stop.
Yeah.
So
Well,
law be damned, I'll do what I have to.
I know one of these motherfuckers here is related to drugs. At the very least.
It's
Yeah,
Luca.
but it was Boo's idea.
You misunderstand. You understand this party is for connections. This party has free people of rich people all over. They're trying to make connections. This is the point of the
Oh, I
party.
know.
They're
I
intermingling
know.
with one another.
And Boo
So
Burnham's
only
sure
these
to be
people
there.
that related to him. If there's this guy selling drugs with stand bullshit, who Borden wants a piece of that?
I did you say Booba then was coming or?
He's not coming, but his people are gonna be there for sure if he's organizing it.
Alright.
Or there, I don't know who they are.
Or at least his name's not on the list.
This is a
I
bunch of
wouldn't be.
small fry.
Hmm,
But one
Dang.
of
fair
these
enough.
little guys could be them. It could be, look,
Yeah, and if
this
I can get
place.
to.
It we Richard couldn't get me who organized the place, who organized the party, or who owns the place. But there's a connection to them there, so we can still find who it is. One of the three big names could be that, or it could be one of these little guys here, or it could be one of the people we meet there.
Yeah,
Or
we'll
it
find
could
out.
be someone who never even shows up at the party. If it's a big fancy if it's a big fancy rich person party, I mean, he could just host the party and never show up.
Burden themselves not gonna show up, but
Mm,
these people will.
Anonymity? Maybe just
Richard told me this is below him, but people will show up because it's connected to him. You're not gonna show up, but you're gonna have like your right hand man or your bodyguard or something. You still have to show your presence.
You have to be
But
someone.
yeah.
It's a play of power. You're not there because you're above all of them, but you're still there.
Yeah, you
Because
gotta send your
someone is there.
proxies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
you're not.
So
Well, shit.
I think we
It
should
might
discuss
be obvious then if he's trying to show off, but not show off himself. It might be kind of obvious who it is then, but it might not be. But
I mean,
I did
it's
ask Richard if he finds out anything else to tell me, but we'll see, I guess.
I think
Hmm.
it's just a very eclectic group of people that I see very little connection beyond criminal. It's like Luca Weka people, a mercenary who we assume to have a stand, and
Confirmed. He
yeah,
has a stand.
confirmed to have stand. Luca Weka people, man who's stand mercenary, and then a baseball player who beat women with baseball bats. I don't
There's
see
also two
any connection
Brandos.
beyond their. Yes, and those two Brandos. Other than the baseball player, it seems like these would be people to make connections with, so it's highly possible whoever's hosting this would want to mingle, or at least have their people mingle. So
True, that is
I
fair.
think that
Oh man,
socialization. Yes.
I'm not gonna be much help. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I am not great
Fancy
at socializing, I would say, but I do know how
fancy
this.
places freak me out.
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
mean,
I mean, I've been to some fancy places years ago, when I used to be a good student and all that, but it's I'm rusty. I did ask for some advice to how to fit in, and he told me, get an American accent. That's not gonna work for me, but I do speak a fuck ton of languages, and I'm well studied, so I can probably intermingle a
We did
bit.
mention that there will be people from all over the archipelago, probably. And here's the thing:
Yeah.
depending on where you are on the archipelago, it's very likely to have an accent for a different place. Literally, the Moon Islands.
I'm just mentioning what he said.
The Moon Islands have Italian and French like accents a lot.
Gotcha.
Natural Perfection have a bunch of people that speak German. Oceanic Home is everywhere, but mostly English and Portuguese. And Richmond specifically, it's an American accent and British accent.
Fuck yeah, I speak English and French and Italian too.
Honestly, yeah, the
Oh,
fact you
both
have a
speak
ton of
English.
languages might help you out. Who knows?
Yeah, okay, Chameleon speaks a fuck ton of languages, so that helps. And she also can change her appearance into people, so that might also help us.
yeah,
We
Chameleon, I
just gotta
think
need to beat the shit out of them until they're blood.
I think you're going to be good for socializing as long as we can, uh, keep everything in check. Lotus, I think
Yeah,
that you are.
not good with manners. I'm good. I used to do this like a lot, but
I know.
rusty.
As you were saying, Ken.
Sorry.
I think that Lotus, you're going to be. Again, I'm not your leader. I'm not a strategist or anything. But I think that you're going to be better in a, how to put it, backstage role where if we looking for documents, sneaking through the place, trying to get anything be outside of the main areas. And as for me,
Yeah.
I have been meaning to discuss this. I think that I need to start letting my stand out more. If I don't if I don't confront it, it's going to haunt me forever. So,
I
and especially at a place like this, I don't think I will regret unleashing it on some people.
our mission is not to fight; it's to get information first. So I would suggest we focus
Yeah.
on that first. But
Yes,
it's a
but
good goal. Yes.
I mean,
I
you
I think
remember
we
the
need to
blimp.
work on our cover first.
Yeah, you remember the blimp mission. It was all it takes is one stray all it takes is one stray person recognizing someone.
Yeah, if
Stand
to
being
take out.
revealed. It's good to have backup, and trust me, I can socialize. I'm a very social kind person. He gives like a little smile. But if
Yeah, I'm
push comes
not.
to shove, I can have Lotus bring them to a back room and rip their face off.
That's
Same
kind of what I'm
smile.
Well, I mean,
suggesting with
I can't do that
the
last part.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna say
you
that's
could.
kind of what I'm suggesting with the playboy motherfuckers.
Yeah. Also, we do need outfits. Sorted topics aside, we need
Mm,
some outfits.
I was gonna
I
say.
think I think we may also need fake names.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We
Well, I
don't
can
want
help with that
we
first.
don't
I mean, me and my friends can help with that first part. The place they all freshened up. It is a parlor. It is a
Tailor shop.
tailor. It is a
I
tailor
don't
shop.
think I don't think we
You can go
want
there to
things
get
traced
suits.
back to us. Do you know how good they are with makeup? Because if we're doing like fancy suits in the and like and fake names, my scar, that's just recognizable, very recognizable.
Yeah, that is true.
I
I
can
mean, we
change my
could.
appearance into other people like with my stand, but there's not like another chameleon that doesn't have a scar that I can turn into, and I also hate
I
using that thing.
mean,
So
Hear me out.
we can
Uh,
always ask. They are a group of very talented folks.
okay, so hear me out.
it's extremely textured though. If somebody
Yeah,
touches my
I
face, though, that's
hear me out.
I
And
don't mind
Ken
that
kind of gets
really.
into like fashionista mode where he's like circling around your face at a distance. Scarf
Yeah,
over here. Yeah, we have a
that's
thin
hurt.
scarf over there. We could put a veil on, but
A bell.
yeah, like a thin veil of mystique. It's a fancy party, so we're not going to a rave or a crazy drug fueled college binger. So a veil and a scarf. Ooh. Gloves if you need to cover up your hands, and just in case there is makeup for scar tissue like that.
Yeah,
I uh
I don't
I've
I
done a
don't remember
little bit of
scars like
work.
that. She
I
does
do
have
have a
pretty thick scars.
yeah. I mean it might not be enough, but a scarf and a veil could be good. Uh he kind of looks over to Lotus and he looks back to Chameleon. Sorry, I did a little bit of makeup in the theater club at the college. It was a old
Right,
habit.
yeah, I forgot you went to college.
Yeah.
I went to college too. That's how I'm saying I know fancy shit.
Yeah.
No,
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 I
no,
mean,
no. You've explained that before, Cam. I forgot that Ken specifically went to college.
I mean,
I've
I
got
think it was
a
kind of obvious.
bachelor's degree in digital media, minor in photography.
Oh,
Kind of
he
shrug.
got me beat there. I never graduated.
Yeah. But I mean, from what
Wait.
I know, you had extenuating circumstances.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
It
were going.
actually, we know the address, yeah?
I Diamond was it listed in the in the
Yeah,
pamphlet.
we know. I'm pretty sure we know the address. Yeah, if we just like
Yeah,
made it
yeah,
up
no,
because we're
yeah.
not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's told us the address.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
fucking John Preston told you guys.
Do
where
we
it
know
is.
if anything will happen if we go like there beforehand, like not into the building but outside?
Yeah.
You can go on
Just
the
I'll
outside.
go take a look.
You can be walking around.
So we
I
could
used to
scout
be
it
an
out.
architecture major.
Oh.
Oh my god,
Let's go.
that is a perfectly regular building. How impressive!
No, but I
No,
mean,
you
like breaking and
misunderstand. I
entering
have
points
a
of entry.
yeah. I have the reason I'm an architecture
Hey.
major is because she's a parkour thing and her ability of climber is specifically
I would
because
like
she's
to
architecture and she
remind
uses to
everyone.
parkour.
I would like to remind everyone that Broken has spent her contact ability, which is Kevin, by the way, to
Yeah.
make Kevin
Excellent.
ask for help from the inside to grab a bunch of people and claim you guys as everyone's +1, so you don't have to invade.
But
Very
it's
fair.
still good to know if which windows or what have you may be good escape routes or what
Yeah.
and such.
It's on
Points of
the,
egress, fire exits. Yeah.
it's the top floor.
Yeah.
My guy, I have a
And we need to
climber
know points of
ability.
egress.
I'm a parkourer. I can do this shit. I will look at the windows. It's legit one of her character traits. It's called climber.
Well, sure, you can be aware of that. I don't
Yippee!
think it'll matter much, but sure.
I don't think
I mean, let's
I
not.
don't think it will matter. But I just want to. She's a cautious person, so she would be like, "Go look. Okay, that's the fire exits. That's the windows. All right, we're playing it safe. Cool.
Yeah, we don't need to sneak in, but
Yeah,
an out
just taking a
path
look
would be
outside.
nice.
Yeah. Just taking a look outside. You know, being a little bit more aware of what we're dealing with.
Well, I've got it. He kind of like snaps his fingers. We need it, so if we can bring people as ourselves as +1s.
Wait, does
Nope,
that
never
mean
mind.
that's to be like a plus?
That's assuming we ourselves are not the +1s.
Yeah, you guys are the +1s. Kevin is using people from inside, and those people inside that are invited will claim every single one of you as +1s.
Yeah.
Do we know who Kevin is claiming as a +1?
Kevin is a +1 himself. He just knows people inside that are his
Lamau. Okay. Do we know who is claiming us as a +1?
No, Kevin
Not yet.
is messing around with that himself to be able to do it.
Okay.
Hey,
We'll find out eventually.
you will.
It would be very funny if there was like a true crime podcaster in the event and they recognized Chameleon.
Oh my
I don't think that
God.
will happen, but it would be very funny.
That would be the funniest thing. Like,
I almost made
hold
Alexander
on.
notice. It was like, wait, he wouldn't know shit. He was brained in time that was happening.
I will say if she like her disguise spells and she looks like a round one and you make that happen, I wouldn't even be mad because that would be so fucking funny.
Yeah. You guys keep discussing possible plans as time passes and night arrives. Everybody's pretty full. Everybody has a little bit of alcohol inside of them. And
Chameleon doesn't drink.
Fool, beta bitch. As our session of Twisted Throne comes to an end. Yay! Say goodbye to YouTube. Bye, YouTube.
As I will see you in